Hello?
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 How's everybody doing?
How are you doing tonight?
Good, man. Doing good.
Doing good.
Always doing good.
Pulling up chat here, getting chat going. How's everybody? Oh man, look it. We got a bunch of folks in here already. There's already 100 people watching this. Everybody, thanks so much for coming out tonight.
Oh, we got some fun stuff to go through tonight. This Atraxa card, right? It has exploded.
All right, so I need to take a look at this card because I am not up to I'm not up to date on this one.
Joel,
right, so
Jeopardy winner. That's right, Sir Fiery. If you haven't seen it yet, we were contestants on Magic the Noah's Jeopardy show, and I kicked ass. That's all I really have to say about it.
All right, so this is Atraxa Grand Unifier, correct?
That is correct.
All right, so I'm seeing some prices that are still pretty reasonable, but definitely an uptick from where they were a few days ago. Wow, the complete foil has a huge price.
It's all over the place.
Yeah. New card.
New card, and the hype is high.
Noah. What he embarrassed me in front of the whole internet with that video. In front of the whole internet.
I mean, I was just trying to be excellent. My camera's a little low.
No, you did great. You did what you were supposed to do. I did what I normally do. I showed up late because I spent a lot of time studying.
Yeah.
And when we finally started, the questions were rigged, and clearly Magic, the Noah, and Joel were working together and in cahoots. And so
you're just mad you didn't know Western Roman Empire mythology. What was it?
It was it sounds correct.
Something like that.
It sounds like it. It was, it was just basic trivia jank.
Yeah, absolutely. Tim, welcome to the Token Creatures.
Some call me Tim. Yeah, definitely, Jank. Go watch that video if you get a chance.
Tim, thank you for joining the Token Creatures. You get our anthem, which is +1/+1, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, and indestructible. But like we always remind you, we do have to sacrifice one of you at the beginning of each turn. So don't be that guy. Okay, don't be that guy.
Get this started. JR Headhunter here.
JR Headhunter.
Super
moving
chat.
in.
That's very kind. So we have some fun stuff planned tonight. We had a little bit of a leak on some MTG crossover products. I'm sure some of you saw some of these crazy.
Yeah. Has anybody seen the Lovesac, or what is it called? Is that what it's called? Lovesac?
It is Lovesac, and I can say this because I remember in college there were. You remember our friends that had the Lovesac, Joel?
Yeah. No.
Did you ever?
Hang on.
Did you?
No. Who had a Lovesac?
It was our friends Ben and Dan had the Lovesac over there.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was made by Lovesac.
Over at the World of Warcraft house.
And I fell asleep on that a couple times, and it is quality, and it is monstrous. It is big, and you can easily fall asleep on this thing. And I'm sure Ben fell asleep on it.
You know what else is big? The Stream Monarch. All hail the Stream Monarch.
Oh, Nick Baker coming in.
No.
Taking it from JR Headhunter.
Well, I mean, what do we do here? Nick Baker is constantly heir to the throne.
He took it by a cent.
Well,
he took it by a cent.
JR Headhunter.
That's what I see.
Literally seconds. Seconds, JR.
I fell asleep on Ben's sack. Hey, babe. On Ben's back in college many years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, the MTG Lovesac, it's monstrous, it's expensive, but this is what I can say. I don't know if it's overpriced because I was never in the business of trying to,
Seriously.
order a Lovesac.
Yeah, me
but
either,
I
man.
do know comfortable. It's definitely comfortable.
Yeah.
So that's the point of all of
honestly, one of the opinions I've seen of people is that, they're worth the price they are, that they are excellent.
Yeah.
And so
it's
furniture's expensive. It's just like
if you want this giant ridiculous, like I could see some streamers wanting it. Like if you're an MTG streamer, you want just like this big over the top, MTG beanbag essentially, but not a beanbag. It really is like a quality product. Then I could see you wanting it, but it is very expensive. Now here's the thing: there's a difference in ordering a $1,000 Lovesac and a $1,000 MTG 30th anniversary edition.
Don't willy-nilly say $1,000 around a group of Magic players.
Like
that's a no-no phrase for us. One of these,
you know what you're gonna get, and it's gonna be this big, giant, comfy, cushiony ball.
Real quick, Spectre 380. Everybody in the community, if you're hanging out tonight, congrats to Spectre 380. Just moved up to mod in our community. Big thanks for everything that Spectre 380 has done for the community already and what he will be doing. So congrats to Spectre on becoming a mod. Yeah, and so I mean, honestly, Jake, what all of this leads to is that these MTG crossovers, they're not going anywhere. This is how it's going to be. And Jake and I have some inside sources, places at eBay, places at Amazon. That's all I'll say about that. But we've gotten
some stuff.
Yeah, we know some of the MTG crossovers that are coming throughout the year. And so what we're going to do is kind of go through and first look for everybody here on the stream tonight. We're going to go through some of them. We'll review what they are. And we'll do a little tier list. We're just going to rank what we think is the best, crossovers. Some we've had, some we will have, and I think it'll be a good time.
POA, what's up?
After that, we were already talking about Atraxa Grand Unifier a little bit. We definitely got some finance stuff to explore where it comes to Phyrexia OB1, because this set is wild, man. Some people are like, this set is the best set of all the sets ever. And they're like, this is really high power level. And then some people are like, this set sucks. Limited sucks. The power level is just fake. It's not really high power level. So it's a really polarizing set so far. People either love it or really am not a fan. Really are not a fan. You know what? Let's take a let's swap over and take a peek at some of these products. You want to get into it?
Well, they don't have anything to do with each other other than a $1,000 price tag. Yeah, let's get into it. We could do this. Yes, the Lovesac is a place where we can sleep together.
Where we can sleep together.
Now, that is a good note. WotC is not selling the Lovesac. It's sold through Lovesac, and WotC does not set the prices for them. So that's good. It's a good note. I did not. I actually have. I'm kind of behind on Rudy videos.
We've been busy.
We have some like kind of fun, crazy, different stuff coming out soon. So like, it's gonna be kind of a departure from what we normally do.
All right, well, let's go ahead and bring up this one first, Jake.
Yeah, what do we got?
Let's start with the Lovesac. We were already kind of talking about it, doing a little review.
All right, so what are we gonna do? Just a tier list straight up?
Yeah, we'll just rank these crossovers straight up. These crossovers are becoming so common, and we've got the inside line to some of them. Figure we might as well
Can you share your screen with me, please? When you get a moment.
Efficiency. Okay, so here's the write-up on it.
Okay.
Lovesac 30.
Okay.
They have got the cover for just 400, and oh my god, dude, I will say their website is like ad after ad after ad. Jesus. Okay, 400 for just the cover, and you've got 975 for the bundle with the insert. In honor of the iconic game's 30th anniversary, we've teamed up with MTG to create a movie sack cover featuring Magic's anniversary logo and a nostalgic collection of card images spanning the last 3 decades. Filled with a proprietary blend of recycled foam remnants called Durafoam, sacks are the closest you'll get to sitting on an actual cloud. Limited time. That's kind
of how I remember it being.
Sack, cover, insert, and Magic the Gathering Phyrexia all will be one set booster box. I didn't know this came with a set booster box.
Oh, it does?
What the hell? They're also like, and here's an addiction. We found some drugs inside your Lovesac, and we can't wait to give them to you. Crack open the drugs and enjoy them on your bean bag.
Look at the movie sack regular price.
Oh, we got to check out some of these reviews. Hang on. Thanks, WotC. So much better than actual cards. Bought one for each room of the house.
No.
I'm starting to think that maybe some people are satirical in these.
They did not buy one for each room of the house.
My ex-girlfriend actually came back and can't get enough of my sack. We eat tacos together while we FaceTime our buddy Timmy. It's a great time. Okay, so the community, hashtag the community, has taken this website over.
Oh, man.
I promise I actually did not know that review was there. That was pretty funny that it's the best place for that guy to eat tacos and...
It comes with a box.
Yeah, dude.
It comes with a box of cards.
Check this out. That's wild.
All right, so how much is a normal Lovesac?
Okay,
a magicified Lovesac.
What is shop sacks? Just sacks.
Yeah, let's just look at a sack. Let's shop. That's exactly what I remember it being like in college.
Oh, yeah, I could definitely see you sleeping on that in college. Walking in and seeing Jake asleep on this would have been so common.
Okay, so $1,100.
Movie sack.
Okay,
Movie sack is $1,100. So it's cheaper, and you get a set booster box of
that's pretty dope.
Phyrexia OB1. So Jake, sack, where do we rank the sack, S through D?
I think because it's a cheaper version of something that's honestly like pretty good, I think we rank it at like an A, dude.
Yeah, honestly, I think this is an A. I know that $1,000 price point is a tough meme to swallow right now for MTG players, but yeah, not bad. Not bad. Another one, Jake, that we saw the Hot Pockets with Gideon on them. Now,
okay.
Personally, I feel like this should have been Hot Pockets with Chandra on them, because Hot Pockets are lava hot, or at least Fire Grandma. I don't know why Gideon on Hot Pockets was the choice here, but apparently you can get arena codes.
Yeah, this one for me, you know, I haven't had a Hot Pocket in a while.
It has been a
I
long
do
time.
like them.
Yeah.
They're good. This for me is just like this is probably like B territory here. Spectre is saying Hot Pocket is S tier. Gideon to promote the show.
Sporting the Gideon Yura avatar from MTG Arena on the packaging, these special edition Hot Pockets come with codes for up to 5 in-game rewards, which you can view below. A pre-constructed deck, a Planeswalker avatar, a Planeswalker deck sleeves, and 2,000 XP. 4,000 XP maybe. So you get some like arena goodies. These are like, hey, you want some Hot Pockets? You should eat it and play Arena at the same time. Here's some free stuff over there. How do you feel about Gideon as the choice on the Hot Pockets?
You know, it's I think for somebody who doesn't know who Gideon is, they're just going to be like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
You know? That's kind of where I'm at with this. I'm very medium on this product.
So is this like C medium or B medium?
I think it's like
True
it's
B
fine.
medium?
Like I just, you know, I haven't had a Hot Pocket in so long that, you know, it just I guess Magic's moving up, because normally, you know, you expect to see like Master Chief on like some Mountain Dew or something like that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So this is
like a Monster Energy
This
drink.
is Magic moving up, you know.
Oh,
They're on the Hot Pockets. On the Hot Pockets now.
So we're gonna say C for the Hot Pockets.
A C is fine
because they're Hot
it's
Pockets.
Fine.
And look, the arena stuff that you're getting, it's not that great. You know, it's like a little bit of experience. They want to get you in buying boosters. That's how they're gonna make their money. All right, which one you want to do next?
Why don't we just go right down the line?
Yeah, we'll just go right in order here. So next up, we've got the Bic lighter with Chandra on it, and I see that Bic has gone with the child version of Chandra.
Yeah, this is find your inner spark, and while you do, use a spark that you can count on with Bic, featuring iconic art for when Chandra was a child. Must be 18 years old to purchase. So this is the Origins artwork, which I guess Bic kind of went with Origins because, and this is just speculation.
Yeah.
My thought here is that, you know, Bic is kind of like the Origin lighter, right?
Right.
In a way, it's kind of like that's where it. So I guess with Origins,
It is
that's
the OG.
That's my thought.
Yeah.
That's kind of like where I'm at.
No, yeah,
Tyler,
I like
with
it.
the 19 with the $20 super chat, thank you so much. Says F tier. What is that lighter? Has no one seen this lighter? This is part of the leak.
Yeah, so this was part of the big
stuff.
Insider info of the commercial products that MTG is crossing over with. Yeah, I mean, I like these. I'm assuming that this will come with a couple of other different characters, all sort of themed. I'm wondering if they lean into the fire theme. Yeah. And they do, Fire Grandma and maybe even lightning theme, like Raul Zarek could be on one.
I would hope to see like maybe Jace on like a blue one, or like Garruk.
I really like
possibly like a green one.
I'm having a hard time getting past the press release for this one that says featuring the child version of Chandra must be 18 years or older to purchase. That is just, I really like that in the write-up. I like that they're being legal
because
with
it's some sort of like origins thing that they're trying to broach.
Right. So on this one, I'm medium again. You know, like maybe B for Bic.
B for Bic? I like B for Bic is okay. I'm down for C for Bic because C is in Bic too.
Yeah. Okay. We'll call it C. We'll call it C. All right.
That sounds good.
Let's check out the next one. Here, let me pull up the press release for this one. Here we go. Are you ready to channel your inner planeswalker and hit the beach in style? Look no further than the Kiora-inspired swimsuit line from Magic the Gathering. With these swimsuits, you'll feel like you can take on the sea itself, just like Kiora does in the game. Whether you're a fierce merfolk or just a human looking to make a splash, our swimsuits will have you feeling confident and comfortable. Made with high-quality materials, our swimsuits will hold up to any water-based challenge you can throw in their way. The vibrant colors and bold designs will make you stand out from the crowd and show off your love for all things Magic the Gathering. So don't wait any longer. Join the ranks of Kiora's behemoths and grab your swimsuit today. Whether you're at the beach, the pool, or just lounging in the sun, you'll be the envy of all your friends and maybe even some merfolk.
Whoa. This is pretty crazy here, man, because that sounds like a full sort of press release for this one.
Yeah.
Now, here's my question. Would you be able to wear this if you were doing water polo?
Yeah, I think so. I do think that it's made for both fashion and function. I'm not sure why in the press release they called the users behemoths. I don't think they thought that one through fully.
I think they're just trying to use words that might be buzzwords around Kiora.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have an important poll that you should definitely take part in here.
I do like how the foot goes right into the crotch. I think that was maybe a design mistake on this one. But for me, the Kiora bathing suits, what do you think?
It's something that I wouldn't wear, but I would definitely be interested in looking at some people.
That? You can't
I would
picture
be
yourself
interested
in
in looking at people wearing it.
You can't picture yourself in that?
I would be interested in looking at different people wearing this. Like a lot of different people.
All right, well, that's the weirdest way to say that possible. So let's look at,
B.
We're probably going
for
D.
me, B.
B for bathing suit?
Yeah, like B for bathing suit. For me, it's a solid 3 out of 5.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can't show the 2-piece on our stream. We don't want to get demonetized. All right, Jake, next up, we have actually a serial crossover.
Yeah, a little serial crossover in this Universes Beyond crossover. Now, this one for me, this is not super inspired because what it looks like they did is they took a goat from the goat tokens.
Yeah, pretty on the nose.
And they put it on honey bunches of oats. And it's like, we're supposed to... Exactly. Annie just goes honey bunches of goats. We're supposed to draw.
Right. They didn't even take the time to put a G on here.
They didn't. It's just honey bunches of oats with a goat. And so from my perspective, it seems like it's just supposed to be honey bunches of goats, and it's up to us to just... This to me is classic WotC because it's just them putting their art on something.
Yeah.
They don't explain anything.
Well, if we want to give them benefit of the doubt, Magic the Gathering, you find a good play line, you win a game, you feel smart. What if you look at this, in your head you go, it should have said honey bunches of goats. And you think of that, and it makes you feel smart. So maybe they're trying to replicate the MTG experience.
Possibly.
But in general, I just think it's good that Magic's getting out there, you know? This is very clearly Magic the Gathering branding on here. You don't really have any question of what this is. Is that just some wacky looking goat? No, that's an MTG goat. We know that.
Yeah, this is all that I have on it, and this was shared on Reddit. It looks like we're supposed to put together it's honey bunches of goats because all this is a goat on a honey bunches of oats box. And then one guy says Post must not be doing so well. And here's what I'm trying to put aside is I really love Honey Bunches of Oats. So I'm trying to like not take that into consideration. I think this is probably a C.
Yeah.
Because C and G kind of look alike.
Mares eat oats and does eat oats.
Bob, thank you for the $2 super chat. Make that a Speedo and count me in. That's what I'm saying.
We'll order you one of the Kioras. So you're on C for the Honey Bunches of Oats with a goat on it.
I'm on C because it just seems like Wizards of the Coast wasn't even trying there. It's like somebody at Hasbro reached out to someone at Post and said, hey,
maybe they actually heard that Malone was in it.
You've got Honey Bunches of Oats.
Right.
Let us send you this. Okay. Throw a picture on your box.
So we'll go C for cereal and we'll move on.
Yeah.
All right, so
this is good.
Next up,
C for cereal. That's not bad.
Next up.
Oh my God, what is this?
All right, so for this one, we actually, the image is all that we got that was leaked. We don't have a press release for this one. And
what car company is this?
To me, well, that's a Toyota Camry. To me, this looks like they just put Karn on a Toyota Camry. Now, I'm assuming
that's
that maybe
exactly what they did with the Honey Bunches of Oats box.
Yeah, I don't really see what about a Camry with a Karn on it. It's a Karn Camry.
It's a convertible. Oh, missed opportunity.
Convertible. Yeah, that would have been good. That actually would have been good.
On like a Miata or something.
What is like? Look, they didn't even blend the art. They just literally took existing art. It's like you said. Some of these are lazy. Some of these are good. Some of these are lazy.
Are you sure that this looks like it could be a fan-made leak here? Is this confirmed?
No,
like the
none
lighter?
of these leaks are confirmed. None of
the
these leaks
lighter is confirmed. I'm pretty sure.
It's all but confirmed.
I think the lighter is gonna happen because it just seems.
Yeah.
I don't know. That one seems pretty legit.
It's a Karn, but you spell it with a C.
Is it C for car? That's what a lot of people in chat are saying, but
Karn.
I don't know.
Look, we're not just matching up the first letter of what they are with their ranking.
I don't want to do that either. I think it's good. Tyler says Jake did it. I don't know.
Look,
I did. This one was on Reddit.
This one we're not 100% confirmed on. I mean, maybe this one should be a D.
Maybe.
Okay. All right.
For me, I guess it's a D.
Yeah.
For card.
Yeah. Karned. Yeah, I get
Karned.
it. D for car. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. And this is actually one of my favorite sauces.
Oh, same.
I'm
All
a
right,
big
so we
fan
got
of
a little,
Frank, so I'm excited about this crossover.
So this looks like a red hot burn. A new sauce from Frank's Goblin Burn features iconic artwork that goes all the way back to Onslaught. In this universe's beyond moment, we're taking Goblin Pile Driver art to really emphasize the power of Frank's new signature crossover sauce. Take your taste buds to another plane with Frank's Burn.
I do
now,
like
this for
that.
me. I want this sauce, and they call Goblin Pile Driver Headhumper for a reason. That human is in trouble.
Right.
And that's kind of like how I want my face to feel if I'm eating a sauce. So for me, I think this is a good crossover.
This one for me is all around. It's inspired. The thought seems like it was there.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we've got a new-ish flavor. Like maybe this is a maybe this is a hot green sauce,
and it's like, oh, it's Frank's sauce with a goblin on it. You know,
this could have been like a hot green sauce, maybe.
Yeah,
but red is fine.
I could see it.
Red hot burn. That's still good. I like that.
Yeah, it's just straight up burn.
I part of me wishes this was called Red Deck Wins, but that might be a little bit of a deep cut to still sell product.
Oh, I think, I think they just went with burn because you're just supposed to feel
the burn.
So is this? I think this is as good as the Lovesac.
I think that this is S for sauce.
S for sauce. I'm not even going to argue it.
Personally, I think it's S for sauce. All right, let's see what we've got up next. Oh, yep, we've got the Other Planes.
Oh God.
This is a crossover. This is actually this is a crossover
This
with
looks-
Seth Rogen's company.
Houseplant.
Yeah, Seth Rogen has a product called Houseplant where he makes pottery.
Because he
custom
plays
pottery.
MTG as well. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was a good fit.
So this one has Seth Rogen behind it, which is pretty cool. You want to tell us about this one?
So just a little info on this. Just that it's a houseplant crossover. It's rumored that Seth Rogen is totally in on it.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, he might
it
be on
looks
game
like
nights. That's what I've heard.
it might be some sort of to me it looks like some sort of recreational oregano is kind of like where I'm at with this.
Oh,
This
yeah, I
is
thought it
what
was
this looked like.
Herbs for a spaghetti or something.
Yeah. So
It'll take your
but it's
food
got
to
Jace on it,
other planes.
Other planes, and they chose to put a Z on it.
Well, that's
So-
just a good marketing choice.
I think so too. I think a Z. I would have done maybe PLANEZ and then an X,
Yeah.
like a big X and a small X after it.
Right.
But for me, this works. It kind of gets the point across. It makes me think if I were to eat this or smoke something out of here, that
Right.
maybe my eyes would do what is happening with Jace. So
Yeah.
I don't know
yeah.
what the crossover is with Jace, but it's just kind of like, I guess Jace is like, this will take you to other planes.
Well, there was I'm pretty sure when we first saw this one, kind of whispers of this one on the internet, they were calling it Mind Sculptor. But
Oh,
they ended up going with Other Planes.
they should have done. Yeah, I guess Mind Sculptor might have been too but Mind
Again,
Sculptor seems like
it's-
a pretty good.
It's a
Name
deep
for-
cut though to name your product.
Yeah.
But
Mind
yeah,
Sculptor seems like a good name for it.
but
maybe
honestly,
maybe A tier because
Yeah.
they missed on the name.
yeah, maybe so. maybe
Called
so.
it Mind Sculptor. Oh.
But yeah, I mean, it's a good one. I think that's, you know, it's not a product that's going to bring new eyes into the game, but it's a product that is going to serve the existing customer base very well. That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's what I think. So next up, kind of in a different way, in a different direction, we've got
Big, a hugely different direction. Maybe
got Oxford filler paper that says
yeah, this one because he studies hard.
yeah, dude,
I guess it's kind of
he's
like
a hard studier.
yeah. Now they did not up the number of sheets. The sheets
Oh
are
my
not.
God.
It's the same number of sheets, but I guess because he matches the packaging, they
Yeah.
decided to go with Dovin.
Yeah, it's
That's
good.
all that I have on this. This one may or may not be legit.
Oh,
But
you
I
didn't
hope
have
that it is.
I saw a press release on this one
You did?
for anyone who takes their paperwork seriously. So why settle for subpar printer paper when you can embrace the power and efficiency of the Azoria Senate with the Dovin-inspired Oxford printer paper? Get yours today and take your paperwork to the next level. It's the perfect choice for anyone who takes their bureaucracy seriously. So, you know,
Wow. That's got to all be on the back. I
It's
really
a-
wish we had a picture of the
yeah,
back of
it's
this.
actually written on the back
They
splash.
probably have some really good Kaladesh art on the back of this. I would have to hope.
I love that it just says study like Dovin on the wrapping.
Yeah,
That's a really
I
good
get-
choice. That'll sell it.
I would like to think so. So this one for me, solid B. I think it's
Solid
because
B.
for me it's just like you could do anything on paper. You could do
Yeah.
art with it. You could turn it into an airplane. You can
Right.
burn it.
You can roll stuff up in it. I mean,
You can
get some Mind
you can do
Sculptor
what-
and some Dovin Oxford paper, and you're in business.
you could get some of the Jace's other planes
Right.
recreational oregano and
Yeah.
some of the Dovin's Oxford paper
Right.
and get yourself some Gideon's Hot Pockets, some of that Goblin Pile Driver, Frank's Red Hot Burn.
Yep.
And you're in for a whole night of good studying.
Yeah.
Wake
Wake up the
go
next
to work
morning.
in your
eat some honey.
carn.
Well, you got to eat some honey bunches of goats before you leave.
That's right. That's right.
All right, let's
but you need that Chandra Origins lighter.
Yeah.
In order
To get to another planes.
Smoke your other planes.
All right.
So it looks like we have everything here.
Well, what we don't have is products for the Weekend Warrior, Jake. Introducing the Sarkhan grill cover.
Oh, what? This is great.
You haven't seen the Sarkhan grill cover?
Dude, here's the thing about this. I think they could have done a cool cutout of Sarkhan and not just like a stamp. It looks like they just took some
This is
Sarkhan
another
art.
one where I feel like they went the lazy route. Let's read about it. Heat things up
That
this
is route.
grilling season with the Sarkhan-inspired dragon grill cover for Magic the Gathering. They call it a dragon grill cover, and there's not a single dragon on it. Just like the fierce dragons that Sarkhan can summon, our grill cover is tough, durable, and ready to take on any challenge. Crafted with heavy-duty materials and featuring intricate dragon detailing. I guess that's in the shipped product. Why settle for a plain old grill cover when you can embrace your inner dragon with the Sarkhan-inspired dragon grill cover? Get yours today and make your grill the most fierce and fearsome on the block. It's the perfect way to show off your love for grilling and Magic the Gathering at the same time. You know,
the only thing cooler than that Sarkhan grill cover is this $100 super chat from Tyler.
Record, what's up, dude?
It says S tier.
Holy, that is a stream monarch right there. Cheers to the stream monarch. You actually are gonna we're gonna send you a free Sarkhan grill cover.
Oh my god.
All right.
Don't say that. We don't have that in hand.
No, we don't have this in hand.
It's real.
We do not have this in hand. I'm really feeling like, because Rekart voted 99.99.
It is Ral. For anybody who's there on the dank meme. This is for the Weekend Warrior. I don't know why people are saying this looks fake in Photoshop like that. I mean, these are just leaks. We can't confirm. Here, let's look at the next one. Jake, we can agree. Only ones that we know for sure are real are the Lovesac,
right?
The Hot Pockets, the lighter.
I'm pretty sure the Dovin paper is legit.
That was a huge press release, and you wouldn't pay somebody to write all that up if you weren't planning on using that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm saying. Let's take a look at the next one. For all you haters, for all you people that...
RJT, is there a foil version of the cover?
We didn't say anything in the press release about a foil one. Maybe.
I would be pretty sure if they would make this cover, they would probably do a foil version as well, I would have to guess.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Tyler, thank you so much for that $100 super chat. Holy cow. RJT, thank you for the $2.
Yeah, seriously, thank y'all so much. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Now, this one actually looks pretty clean. This is one
Oh my goodness. Look what they did. Because time.
Right.
Because Teferi controls time.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Let's listen to the press release on this one. Rev up your engines and take a ride with the ultimate golem-inspired ride, the Toyota Camry with Karn from Magic the Gathering. Oh, this is the wrong one.
What?
This is with the power and durability of a golem, the Toyota Camry with Karn is a true force to be reckoned with. That's not the right press release. Hang on. I didn't even know we had that one. Here we go. Step into the future with the Teferi-inspired watch line from Magic the Gathering. Just like the time-shifting planeswalker himself, our watches are sleek, stylish, and always on time. With a variety of designs to choose from, you can show off your love for Teferi and his time-manipulating abilities while keeping track of time in style. If you're feeling particularly adventurous, you might even be able to bend time like Teferi himself. Disclaimer, we can't guarantee this, but it's worth a try. Get your watch today and let Teferi be your guide through time.
I'm not a watch guy. I'm just going to say that.
Okay.
I don't normally wear a watch.
Okay.
But if I were a watch guy, I would wear this watch.
This is a snazzy watch. It says, I like watches, and also, yeah, I like Magic a little too much. That's what this watch says to me.
This for me is easy A tier because they got Teferi and put him on a watch.
Yes, they did.
And even though it's a little bit on the nose,
Yeah.
it works.
This is a very, very
if I'm looking
straightforward
down
product crossover.
at the time behind the hands on the clock, I want to see the fairy back there keeping the time locked down.
If you can imagine,
I know some people are saying C for clock. I don't agree.
I talked to the designer of this a little bit after we saw the initial designs, and if you can imagine this, they initially wanted the arms of the watch to be Teferi's arms, and it would look really goofy when the picture was shown of it, but they just ran out of time. And so they weren't able to accomplish that.
I see what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy A, you say?
I think it's an A. I think it's an A. A for watch. WATCH.
Yeah, I can get behind that. I can get behind that. All right, let's go ahead. We've got one more. We've got one more for everybody. And then we'll decide on everybody's favorite. This is the Spectracide Weed Stop for Lawns Crabgrass Killer Death Touch.
That's right. So get the job done finally with Weed Killer That Works by Spectracide. Death Touch gets it done. The weeds are done, and Vraska is here to tell you if those weeds decide to attack your lawn, they are done with Death Touch, a new blend of killer that is no filler. Goodbye, crabgrass. So this just again is one of those, kind of feels like the Honey Bunches of Oats. They were like, hey, we got a goat, you've got your cereal. This is like, what are you trying to do over there? You're trying to kill weeds.
Right.
And they were like, let's put Vraska on here. This one seems like it's probably real because it's so basic, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. This is a good way for
it looks scary.
I mean,
like I wouldn't want to be one of those weeds coming in that lawn.
I have thought for a while that one of the big missing demographics from MTG was guys who shop at Home Depot, and I really know
exactly
right. And I know that this is going to get them square in the eyes. This is gonna they're gonna go, whose face is that? Is that maybe a collectible card game that I could engage in?
Yeah, because I would like to imagine that on the back of this, it's like at least one MTG card, and it's like learn more about Magic. With the time,
there's like a collector booster duct tape to the back of it, something like that.
Something, or like maybe if not a full collector booster, one of the smaller. Collector booster teasers.
I could see that.
But then you know what's going to happen if that happens? You're going to have people that go to the Home Depot and they take all those little collector boosters off the back.
Yeah, some kid in a hoodie.
Yeah, some kid in a hoodie, probably.
Ugh.
Nick says, remember last week when Todd fell victim to Death Touch? Free my guy, Todd. Thank you for the $10. Yeah, this one for me, a B.
Yeah, I feel like it's a B
on it.
Yeah, I'm kind of on B as well. So, chat, I mean, reviewing this, how do you think we did here?
Eric says, I hate this world.
I think that as far as, Jake, what would you say are your favorite ones regardless of the rankings? And then I'll tell you mine.
My favorite ones, and I'm trying not to be biased.
Yeah, for sure.
Are the hot sauce, because I love hot sauce.
Yeah, I could get behind the hot sauce. Chat, tell us what your favorite ones are too, please.
The Lovesac, because I have fallen asleep on one and it's comfortable.
Yeah,
and after
I like
learning that this one is a discount, it's pretty cool.
If I liked to be egregious with my money, I think I would get one.
I do like the other Plains oregano, and then there was one that I pretended that I didn't like that I love a lot, and it's the car with Karn on it.
Jake, I was going to say the exact same thing.
You like the car too?
The Karn is actually is one I would drive that.
It's really me too. I would one of my dreams would be if you and I.
Can you imagine rolling up to the GP Vegas Convention Center, rolling up in this, blaring?
If we both had it,
LMFAO.
and then you're in the left lane and I'm in the right, and it's
Yeah.
a boulevard.
Yeah.
We're not letting anybody pass.
No way, dude.
And we would be blasting the music from Tron.
Yeah. Honestly, that would
That's
be
kind of where I'm at.
Get Jeff Bridges going the grid. Boom, 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 boom,
Yes.
boom, boom, boom,
Yes.
boom. It's a good soundtrack. That's all I'm saying. Now we have successfully taken this and referenced
What are your
all the way
favorites?
down. I think that Karn is top of the game for me. I'm a big fan of other planes, even though I think that Mind Sculptor maybe should have been workshopped a little bit, group tested a little bit. I think honestly though, as a guy who likes analog, I mean, look, I write. I like to take notes. I still write on paper a lot.
Yeah.
And so,
And that is made from trees, which are
Right.
old.
Right.
Some of the oldest things.
yeah, exactly. Some of the oldest things. I put old stuff in my car. I put old stuff on my desk. I think that the Dovin
Good.
paper, it is college rule, and that's
It
really
should be
that
college
was
rule.
going to be my last note. Is that for me, this would have lost a lot of points if it wasn't college rule, but they made sure it was college rule, and I personally am ready to study like Dovin.
And you should be. Because if you do, you will get to work somewhere like Dovin would work, which Dovin works on intricate copters and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
he's got
if you want
four monocles that just pop up at will.
if you wanted to build, for example, something out of metal, you might want to work with Dovin on that, and you would need to draw something out
Yeah.
on paper, which I guess makes sense.
Chat, I hope that you enjoyed us sharing some of this leaked knowledge with you. You know, let us know.
What is your favorite product of the products shared today?
Yeah, let us know down below. What is college rule? It's a system of measurement.
Give me just a moment. I'll be right back.
Oh, Chatsky.
This was a pretty good little product breakdown. Again, thank you so much for those super chats. That's so kind of y'all. You don't have
Holy
to do that,
shit.
and it means a lot. It goes a long way. I'll be right
Tyler,
back.
coming through. We got some finance topics to cover. We had to cover those product breakdowns though, because my. They're getting out of hand. They're getting out of hand. They really are. Oh man, Dovin paper got me. I haven't laughed that hard in a while. Dovin paper freaking got me, dude. Dovin paper. I would write down things on it. I would write down things. Would you write down things? I would write down things. Tyler Reckart. Is it Reckart or Reckart? Regardless, hail the stream, Monarch, hail! How much did I pay to win the Jeopardy game? I did not. Me and Jake both jumped in at the same time. That was both our first time meeting Noah. He's got some great stuff going on over there, man. He has blown past us. 2 syllables, Reckart. Tyler Reckart. All hail. Dovin ghosted on each sheet. Yeah, but it's kind of like at the top. Like, do you ever have that like Hello Kitty paper or like licensed paper that's like up at the top left-hand corner, or maybe in the bottom right, there'd be like a Pikachu being like, oh, Fiery, he does. His stuff is hilarious. He deserves it. Nerd Wasteland. Yes. Next up, we are going to talk about Atraxa. And all of the most expensive cards from Frixie All will be one. JVT, I think Gideon's on there because you got to be indestructible to eat a Hot Pocket. I need a rim shot over here. Ooh, Phyrexian body wash. I actually heard that might be a leak as well. I wonder if that leaked already.
Thank you for giving me a moment there.
Of course. Sliver King says, could you guys maybe cover some more Legends stuff? I don't know what that means.
Which Legends? Like Legends from the new set?
Ooh, Phyrexian motor oil.
Oh, I don't know. We didn't see that one.
Yeah, that one didn't pop up on the leak, but I do like that idea. They should hire
We'll
you.
see. We'll see if there's another leak next week for the stream on Wednesday, if there's more products.
Dovin paper got me, dude. Study like Dovin. Study like Dovin tickled me.
I like that you didn't see that until that moment. That was funny.
Study like Dovin. It's a good product. They've got some good thoughts going on over there at Watsy HQ.
Nick says, I miss the strong, fun, and mean videos. Maybe we'll just start putting that in videos anyway.
I think we'll
Hellish oil.
taking that to streams too. That could be a thing. Let's take a look at Atraxa.
All right, so I guess it's because of the ETB. This is what you said to me earlier. It's because of the ETB on it. People are reanimating it. They're doing crazy stuff with it. And that's kind of where this degeneracy has come from. They're pitching the card and then getting it out of the yard, right?
Right. Right. And then there was also some other one. I found a tweet earlier today. Oh yeah, here we go.
See, here's the thing about Legacy is like you'll have these cards that like they pop and fade because it happened with Kappa Cannoneer and it happens with a lot of different cards where it's just like it'll make a splash, people tinker with it, it shoots up, and then it fades away. So the question is like, will it stick?
It pitches to Force of Will. Force of Will. Grief. What is FON? Oh, Force of Negation.
Oh, wow. Force of Negation.
It pitches to Force of Will, Force of Negation, Grief, Unmask, Force of Vigor, Endurance, Subtlety, and Solitude. Comes into play with Natural Order. You can Summoner's Pact it. You can reanimate it.
Ooh, Lure of Prey. Yeah.
It's absolutely... It does not die to Doomblade.
All right, so eBay... I'm going to just get, because I feel like one of the things we need to do here...
Look at this chart, dude.
Get the lowest price. What is the name of it? Grand Unifier?
Grand Unifier. This card is bonkers. And,
all right.
I mean, everybody was like, boring. Huge value card. That's it.
All right, so I do see copies of this for around 10 on eBay, which means that, I mean, these were a lot cheaper. I remember seeing these for like 6s. So it's going through a correction, and I don't know how long these 10s are going to hold out.
Well, if it's got 10s, I would say buy them and immediately list them on TCG Player for 25, because the whole page of latest sales is full with today's sales. And
oh, I see. A lot of these 10s that I'm seeing are out of stock.
Got you. Yeah, I'm sure that
I see.
I'm sure that people went through and snapped them up.
Yep, you're right. That's what's happened.
Well,
eBay just hasn't caught up with it.
Niv is good, but Niv feels more restrictive, honestly. I was watching Crokies play Atraxa just in standard. He was like never missed. Sorry, go ahead.
40 sorry, 40 is the lowest I have on eBay.
Yeah.
So wow, what an adjustment out of nowhere. Holy shit.
The other day,
if you had been buying these at 10s or sub 10, you just made so much money on this card. That's crazy as hell.
Watching Crokies play Atraxa in standard, consistently hitting 3 cards minimum.
Yeah.
4 cards most times. And then you're up to like 7 cards. Because you're picking types, not colors, like Niv Mizzet.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, look at this wild ass chart. Previews at 25, falls down to under, like you were saying, under $10 for a week. February 2 through February 9, like almost February 12.
All right, so not financial advice, but if you have this card and you're not using it, dude, I would 1,000,000% flip it into FOMO right now.
So...
I just see like there's people that are trying to sell base copies of this card for $100. And I'm not saying that that's selling. I will look at completed listings and just give my thoughts on it over here.
No, I completely RMP.
Oh my god, they were 6s, dude. They were 6s. Here's a bunch that sold for 7s and 8s. Yeah.
Well, it just at first looked like big dumb value commander. But then people were like, "Oh wait, we don't have to pay 7 for it to be on the battlefield.
We should read it."
And it refills your hand.
Exactly.
And after it refills your hand, it's a damn threat. It's a legitimate threat. Because it's got Vigi too. It does everything. And like you just said, like who said, Keto said, it says when Grand Unifier enters the battlefield, not when you cast Atraxa Grand Unifier.
Oh, Bruiser says this was my pre-release card. It's got a pretty stamp on it.
I would sell
you could
that.
Probably just sell it for $100, probably.
Matt, this you'll have another chance, pal. I promise. Corrales said, and this is an understandable thought. And look, none of this is financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do with your money and your cards. But this is like a hell of a spike on a brand new card. This doesn't typically happen this hard, this fast. And so to me, it feels out of place.
I mean, here's the thing is it is a mythic, right?
For sure.
So because it's a mythic, you know, that means that the players that do want it, and I don't like to think that Legacy really moves the needle that much on the price of cards, but when it is a mythic and you need 4 of them, then that could move the price of a card. Because then you have people that not only want it for Commander, because people in these colors in Commander are going to want it. Yeah. You could run it as a Commander if you wanted to, even though I think it works better in Constructed, because having a 4 of and then using it with degenerate cards like Force of Will and Reanimate and that kind of stuff.
Big Cobra Go Blue fans around here. I just want to see if we can see a cast of Atraxa and see this happen. I'm just going to kind of scrub through here until... Oh, here we go. Choose. There we go. All right, so that made him scoop. All right, so we've got some crazy... Oh, so, okay, so exactly what's happening right here. You don't have to cast it. You can't really see this card right here, so let me pull it up on Scryfall. This is Chaotic Transformation. So what CGB did here was he built a deck with Atraxa in it and Chaotic Transformation, which is a sorcery. Exile up to 1 target artifact, up to 1 target creature, enchantment, planeswalker land. For each permanent exile this way, controller reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a card that shares a card type with it. So it's like a spin the wheel type of deck. We've seen decks like this before that like spin the wheel and try and cheat out an insanely ridiculous card. So we'll watch CGB do it here. We've got Atraxa Grand Unifiers entered the battlefield here. So we're looking top 10. So he pulls a sorcery here. Land. And then it's all enchantments past that. So he sort of misses here, but still gets 3 cards.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and he gets the second trigger as well because both Atraxas came into the battlefield and our opponent scoops. It's
It's just that card advantage, man. The velocity that comes with it. It's essentially a toolbox card in a way too. Is like being able to grab certain things. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's so much power. It's so funny moments this. We need to take moments like this and remember them, because hindsight is 2020, right? Yeah. Just a few days ago, this card was a nothing burger, and everybody was just kind of like, whatever.
Womp, womp. Well, you're absolutely right, and it didn't help. Okay, so look at this. He's casting one with the multiverse. We'll come right back to this. You're absolutely right, Jake. It didn't help that people were really excited for the Atraxa, and then the Atraxa was disappointing according to what they wanted the Atraxa to be, including myself.
Yeah, Croaky's is really good, too. Yeah,
huge Croaky's fan, huge Covert Go Blue fan. We're watching Covert Go Blue here. He's got 170,000 subscribers, so I mean, us saying this is a drop in the bucket. But if you're not subscribed, go subscribe to Covert Go Blue.
He could be moving the price of the card just by showcasing just how degenerate it could be. Because now because this is standard, right?
Yep. Covert and Croaky's both doing it. Look at this. So one with the multiverse from Brothers War. You can look at the top card of your library anytime. You can play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. Once during each of your turns, you can cast a spell from your hand or the top of your library without paying its mana cost. So I wonder, do we already know what's on top? But he plays one with the multiverse. And the top card, nope, he did not know that. The top card was Atraxa Grand Unifier. Casts it for free. So we got 4 picks here. We got a sorcery, a land, an enchantment. Oh, and an instant with big score.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, and look at our opponent's hand.
Look at that value.
Opponent's hand has 2 cards, and we've just put a 7/7 with ridiculous pressure. Plus, you know, why not? CGB is an incredible deck builder and a true degenerate. Let's just put Wandering Emperor into Grand Unifier as well. Yeah, so the thing is like, this card is...
Have fun.
This card seems like it's very for real, but I think that the only move here is sell. This is the time. If you pulled this in a pre-release... Go flip it.
Yeah.
$35 current price points. We're selling for 35.
Are there any for that amount right now? Those are available. So if you wanted to, you could get one right now for right under 40.
Yeah, the lowest available copy is a light plate. The lowest available near mint foil, we'll say like this. $40 shipped.
Dude, will you do me a favor and go to the Kappa Cannoneer chart? Let's look at the Kappa Cannoneer chart. And I know that this is different, but this is a card that kind of similar. It came out and people were super high on it, and it absolutely spiked right out the gate. It was super expensive. I remember this card got as high as like $35, and what happened was people realized it wasn't as good as they thought it was. So there's where the set released. You could see where the price goes. It just shoots up. And now it's settled back down. It was a card that in Legacy you wanted 4 copies of it.
Right.
And what ended up happening was people were like, oh, the Ward 4 is really good. You can improvise it out. You can get it early, all this stuff. But what ended up happening is it wasn't nearly as good as people expected it to be. So like what I would guess is happening with this Atraxa is people are going to right now you have people that are FOMO buying. You have people that want it for standard. You have people that want to tinker with it in some other stuff. So that's the difference between Kappa Cannoneer and this Atraxa, is that the Kappa Cannoneer was only Legacy playable. The Atraxa you can play in standard. You can play it in modern and these other formats.
Exactly.
So you're going to have people that are interested in it there. So I think the price might be overhyped, but it could stick for a while. It could stick right around $30 to $40, or it could be a pop and fade and go down to like $10 and it's still a $10 card, but it doesn't hold that price tag. So it's really like if you need it or not.
Yeah, I mean, and look, I'm seeing a couple good points in chat. We've got it wasn't a mythic that had to be pulled from packs. that Kappa Cannoneer was a Commander Precon set card, Chris. But the thing is that means that you had to spend that 30 to get that $20 card at the time, and that's why that one didn't really super blow up. Yeah, you knew exactly where it was going to be, but there's going to be versions. I mean, there's going to be cards Atraxa's pulled in absolute mass for the next 3 weeks minimum.
Yeah, definitely. As people continue to open this set, this will be pulled. It went from kind of like a bulk mythic to a big hit in just a couple days. I don't know. I'm still a little low on it. 7 mana is a lot. I think it plays less in Commander. I wouldn't want it as my Commander. It's already very expensive and you would need to ramp to it, and it's not really how we're talking about playing it, right? Like a lot of the ways we're talking about playing it is like pitch it and then get it out for cheap. The only way you can't really do that in Commander.
Only way I would see this in Commander in any of my decks is if I was playing some kind of 4 or 5 color Reanimator variation.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I'm gonna go Buried Alive
and
this thing.
Have it in the 99.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the card advantage is great. But yeah, you want it in the 99. You don't want it at the helm.
No, you want to discard it or go get it out of your library and put it right into your graveyard.
Yeah, it's just so freaking expensive at the helm. I don't want it as my commander. Yeah.
So spoiler alert, we've got a new episode of What We'd Buy for February coming out next week. And my pick on Monday when we shot the episode
was
Atraxa Grand Unifier
at 10
showcase version at $10. I was like, I think that it's a little bit better than a $10 card. I think people are kind of low on this one right now, but I don't think it'll get much higher than that. I just think $10 is a really good pickup price for this card because I think people will want this one going forward. And to me, this is the definitive treatment. Like, these treatments are all pretty dope, but this is just one of the sickest pieces of MTG art I've ever seen in my life. And so for me, I would definitely pick this up at $10. Whoops, should have done that. We should just buy all of our picks from now on, Jake. So when we get to the $500 level.
Whoops. I have a showcase Atraxa I picked up from Draft. How much do I sell it for? I don't know, probably about 40 or 50 bucks.
Right now,
if
market
you're trying
price.
To sell it, not financial advice.
Yeah, we won't tell you what price to sell it for, but we can look at the chart for the showcase version. Let's take a peek at it. Oh, they don't even have it listed here. Oh, surely they do, don't they? Yeah,
they
here
do.
We go. Atraxa, it's just got the name in parentheses. So we're looking at completed
45.
Completed listings. Ford goes this hard this fast.
It's because it's a mythic and it's played in a lot of different formats. So a lot of people are tinkering. If it's played like that in standard, well then shit, dude, it can be played to supreme degeneracy in modern
and that's
and Pioneer.
the thing, dog. Like this one, CGB's got a fun deck here that I don't know if it's legitimate or not. I don't play standard. I don't play constructed really at all other than Commander. And so this to me is more of like a fun version of it because you've got these little combo-y ways. Like he just chaotic transformationed into it right here. And he's going to choose 4 cards for his hand. And so this one for me...
it's as fun as Fable of the Mirror Breaker and Leyline Binding can be, right?
Well, really, I mean, ridiculously legacy playable cards in standard. But yes, to me, this is like the fun way, the funny, tricky way of getting to Atraxa. I was watching Crokies play his version earlier on stream today, and his plays it straight up. He's got a build that is basically just like 5 color control with Atraxa at the top, and works the way up the ladder with the mana and the removal and the answers, and it's just ridiculous.
Because it does everything you need it to do once you get it out, right?
Right.
Other than, having like a ward or a hexproof, which would be just way over the top.
Oh busted. My god.
But having Vigi and Lifelink, I mean, that's putting, Death Touch, not even taking that into consideration, which is amazing.
Right.
But having Vigilance and Lifelink is such a powerful ability on a 7/7 flyer. So when you do get to it, being able to stabilize with it, as long as you can protect it, it's not going to be that difficult. you're going to swing with it once, and it's going to be a big life point swing as long as it's able to get through.
That's all you're going to need.
We can't. I don't think we can really play test it. We don't really have a list, and I'm not going to play it on Arena.
No, unfortunately we don't. I don't really have the Arena account just to pull that up, but I did find. Okay, so this is Croaky's version. You can see drag to the bottom there, make disappear. He's running all of the Triomes, Reckoner Bank Buster.
Dude, Reckoner Bank Buster, that was a card I was buying at $1 because it was super cheap and everybody was sleeping on it, and I love Reckoner Bank Buster.
But see, you slam all that stuff. Yeah, so we destroyed target non-artifact creature there. Fine. But look at our opponent. 2 cards in hand, 8 swamps. We have got Leyline of Binding ×2, make disappear and drag to the bottom, which is all removal. Then Reckoner Bank Buster to refill our hand. This is absolutely a brutal card. And so if it's got the mana to support it in standard, yeah, you may see it be a little higher. Like you were saying, you may see it be a little higher in the meantime, because it might like, survive just because it's in multiple constructed formats.
That's where I'm at on it. Where like Kappa Cannoneer, it was like all of its value was coming from legacy application. Like, you don't even really care about it that much in Commander. So like, yeah.
You know what's funny about this card to me, Jake? This card seems to me like it's on either side of the cliff. It can live in standard if there's some janky stuff to get to it, or there's just enough good control and fixing pieces to reliably hit 4 different colors by 7, which doesn't seem that difficult, especially with all the treasure running around. But in like Modern and Pioneer, those decks just seem way too tuned to be able to like pick through the defenses of a deck like this. But I don't know, there might be a Reanimator deck in one of those 2 formats where you can just get Atraxa into the graveyard, get Atraxa onto the battlefield, turn 2, turn 3. That's kind of nuts. Sculpt your perfect hand out of whatever you're left when you draw up to like 9 off of that ETB on turn 2. But then you get all the way to like Legacy, and then you've got all the little pieces, intricate pieces you need to make a deck like this work. So,
of course, you get to use top tier stuff, best in slot stuff. Really quick, Steven says, would you guys ever play Commander on other channels? We have played on EDH Hijinks, and you say would love to watch you guys play or your own. We do have a Commander League, which is not something that is streamed. But yeah, last week we played Ovika a little bit. If you want to check out the stream from last week, we'll start getting some
league streams in. League starts back. We've got a tournament now running, the 2022 championship tournament. Started today, starts tomorrow, and then March is the first official week of our new season for 2023. So if you want to get involved with the Commander League, maybe want to play some games against us, go jump in the Discord and ask around. Yeah, BuzzFuzz. I just haven't been playing in the league just based off time, but I'm gonna try and make the time. Jake's out of town for the first 2 weeks of March, so maybe those streams will be, you know, league streams instead of other stuff. I just dropped the Discord link there in chat. Y'all should hop into our Discord if you haven't been in our Discord before. Ask around about the Commander League if you're interested.
Okay, so I just was reading a little bit of chat. San Fran fan says, why is Atraxa so high? Caveman Tarot says also price fixing. We could talk a little bit about that because Caveman Tarot says FOMO hype after some streamers broke it, right? Which is what we're talking about with Croakies and Covert Go Blue.
Yep.
But then also price fixing, which we could talk a little bit about. You know, when you have a card that's a rare or a card that's an uncommon, it doesn't really make sense to like buy out copies of it. But when a card is mythic and you see that it's going to be desirable across multiple formats, and mythic means that it's easier to buy up copies of it, especially cheap copies, because there's going to be less of them out there. That's what's going on with the price fixing. Is like people are buying it out, and right now it's just going through a big weird kind of like correction where it's hard to tell if its price is going to hold or not. That's kind of where I'm at on it. Like yesterday or on Monday when Joel was talking about the card at 10, the risk was low. It was low risk. At this point, buying it, you're buying it because you want it for a deck. You're not buying it because you're trying to speculate on it going higher. Right now, you have missed the train, baby. This is where we go. There is always going to be another card that could spike that you could get in early on, but right now is not when you buy this card. 100%. You don't buy the train once it's left the station. When the rockets go into the moon, you don't buy on the way to the top.
My opinion should not influence what you do with your cards or your money. My opinion is if I had a copy of Atraxa Grand Unifier, I would be trying to sell it right now to rebuy it in 6 months when nobody cares about this set anymore. I don't think that anybody's casting Atraxa in Modern either, Revna. I do think that Reanimator there. Tyler, you're right. You're not hitting a 7-drop, 4-colored spell in Modern and winning.
It will have an oil slick version, which is important to think about.
That's the other piece.
Complete bundles. Because if it does take off in Legacy, you will have people that seek out the most difficult to find version for their deck. I just don't know if I can reliably be like, oh yeah, I'm building my entire deck around 4 cards. Now, I'm not saying there aren't other great things that you can reanimate. Like, this could be 4 cards out of, 12 great reanimation targets. So
look at this.
I think it's fun. I think it's
completed
cool
listings. We've got 3 completed listings today. This is the Atraxa Grand Unifier Oil Slick Raised Foil. Phyrexia all will be 1. 3 completed sales today of the near mint foil here. $199.
Look at those ones that got soaked up. Those 70s.
Oh, dude, they got snapped.
Just absolutely soaked. What were the lowest they sold for? I see 70s. Some people got in at 70. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it went preview down to the days following, and then between the 10th and the 11th.
Oh man, yeah. Look at those bids at the top. Holy fuck, that's crazy to me. Buying that at 218, that is like insane FOMO, dude. That's like, yeah. Where
do you think it's going? Seriously, why do you need it so bad?
But here's the thing, though, is like you have to take into account the Post Malones and the Cassius Marshes that are out there that are just like they don't care about the price and they're like, oh, let me make sure I get that, So there are people that just are buying that the price is no object. So that's something that you always have to take into account.
Yeah,
and it's not
but
a
even
lot
like
of listings.
Rich
it's not
people,
a lot.
People that are rich, there are morons that are rich, but people that are rich don't typically. I can understand paying for convenience, but also like you can't not see the chart on this page when you go to this page. Like you got to know something's up. Look at this. This hasn't even updated yet. Tomorrow this chart's going to look ridiculous. But yeah, this person bought 2 of them at 200, thinks they're going to go higher. You're opening up complete bundles and you pull this.
They could just want that version, but
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to open 1. And for anybody who isn't up to date, the complete bundle is going to have 12 set packs. It's going to have 40 traditional foils. It's going to have a Phyrexian arena with Phyrexian text. It's going to obviously have the bundle box, but it's going to come with a special pack that in that special pack, you only in that pack can you find these oil slick cards. And there's 10 oil slick lands in it, 2 of each basic land type, and 2 cards that are always pulled from the mythics in this set. So that product, you will be able to find oil slick versions of cards. They are always mythic. And yeah, for me, this is just more of the chase kind of thing. I see this with every set because we have to look back to, like, for example, Double Masters 2022. You remember how everybody was just like, oh man, it was like they were salivating. They couldn't wait to get it. And it was like, oh God, we're going to get these textured cards and they're going to be worth, $1,000 a piece. And we have to get it and open it and get as much of it as we can. And now no one really talks about that set. It's a great set. There's amazing cards in it, but we've all just kind of moved on. It's like old hat. Modern Horizons 2. It's a great set. There's fetch lands in it. Got Ragavan and Murktide. whole bunch of cards. It's old hat. No one really cares. It's got Grief and Solitude and all these great cards.
But at the time, Ragavan, I need 4 Ragavan.
Yeah. But I mean, this is it right now. This is it until the next hot thing comes out.
Right.
So the oil slick cards, that is like the big hot thing that I think everybody is probably thinking about, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Jake,
for
you
me,
want me to send you a bunch of bundles to open for Foil Quest? As long as if you want to pay for all of those bundle boxes to be shipped back to you, you can 100% do that. Otherwise, I will happily send you the cards and do something with the boxes.
For me, Atraxa Grand Unifier right now, I have in the sell category. This is so hype. This is ridiculous, over the top. It is a great mythic in a fun set, but I would just
hype,
sell into the hype and rebuy later for lower.
Yeah, unless you need it. Unless you're like, no, you two should shut the hell up because I love that card and I'm playing it in a deck and I'm not selling it. Then that's completely valid too.
You know what's interesting is I can foresee another miniature spike off of this card because it's got that keyword battle on it. That Lord of the Rings set is supposed to be a straight into modern set, right? And I have to imagine that battle, Lord of the Rings, huge battles as set pieces, the battles are almost characters themselves in Lord of the Rings. And so I can see this spiking a little bit again whenever whatever the like killer battle card is, you know, from that Lord of the Rings set, they're gonna be like, oh my god, are you playing Atraxa Grand Unifier Helm's Deep? And you'll be like, hell yeah, I am, baby.
Yeah,
that's what it's gonna be. You're laughing, but that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be.
So. Yeah.
Oh dude, are you playing Atraxa Nazgul at the bridge? Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, I don't know what battle is going to be. Well, so you have speculation on what battle will be?
Yeah, I made a whole video on it. But the thing is that with that card type, if it's a modern set and it's featuring a new card type, there's going to be one. There's going to be one that's legacy playable. There's going to be one that's modern playable. Has to be. And so this card, I could see it getting a little spike in the future again, too, off of the whole... So you reanimate Atraxa, you get Atraxa in your graveyard, reanimate Atraxa, and bring back the last alliance of elves and men, and then you win. You're like, okay.
BuzzFuzz goes confirmed. Jake doesn't watch Jake and Joel videos. Get out of here. I watch as much of it as I can.
We don't have time to watch all of our videos. Are you kidding me?
What the hell are you talking about?
You think we watch our own content?
We do not watch our own videos.
Look. Saw this card.
I think it's a cool card. I think it's fun. I think it's overhyped. I'm higher on it than I was when you had it at your $10 spot.
I was like, buy this at 10, and you're like, you're a moron.
I was in a small capacity. It wasn't as harsh as that.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, oh, look at this moron, but I'm definitely eating crow today. I'm definitely going, oh, well,
that's
whoops.
That's my favorite food to serve you.
Fuck.
Fried crow. Man. It's fried because I live in Georgia.
I totally missed the train here. I didn't even buy a single copy for the collection because it's easier when your cost basis is 10 to look at a card and be like, yeah, it went to 40. I don't even care if it drops to 20. I'm holding it, you know?
Yeah, dude. The thing is you're going to be able to buy this card. I'm going to make a video in, let me pick my month, October.
Bro, I'm
going to make a video in October that says base copies of Atraxa Grand Unifier are down to an all-time low of $7. Make sure you pick up this somewhat legacy playable overhyped mythic in October. Yeah, I picked it and didn't even buy it. Michael,
it's what we'd buy. It's hypothetical.
You know how do you know how many cards we've done that with in the history of our channel where we're like, this old card is only $1 if we had bought like 800 of them at the time?
Looking at you, Tower of the Magistrate. What is Tower of the Magistrate at these days?
Well, in the equipment that was not Lam or something, Lam San, whatever it was, I made that one spike. What'd you say to pull up?
Tower of the Magistrate.
Oh, Tower. Before that.
What was I gonna say?
$20.
Yeah, bro. We had this on a list. We were like, this is a nice $1 pickup. Tower of the Magistrate. We were like, Mercadian Masks sleeper series. I think 600 people watched that fucking video.
Well,
And
the thing is too is that this wasn't us. This one was
Game
Nights.
Yeah, it was Game Nights or something like that.
Game Nights.
I mean,
made
it's
this
obvious. I bought 4 copies of it at $1.
Yeah, no, Michael, I get you, man. We got to commit to our picks.
But what was I going to say? Let's look up Hogak foil.
The chart.
Foil. Hogaak.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to kind of talk about, because a second ago I was saying don't ever chase the hype train, okay? Hogak foil I bought at $54 for the foil as it was going to the moon.
Jesus.
And it was before it got banned. So the train had left the station. The rocket was like, hey, if you bought a Hogak cheap, we're all going to Tendy Town. And I was like, well, I don't want to miss out on the Hogak train. And I bought a foil for $54. I have my $54 Hogak foil because I was like, it's gonna obviously be the most played card on the planet.
Yeah, dude.
It's got Convoke and Delve.
And it was.
It was Hogak Winter, that Modern season, or before it got like emergency banned. It broke Modern. Everybody played it.
Right.
I remember being at Vegas that year, and you and I were like talking to people. We were like, "What are you playing in the tournament?" And everyone was like, "Hogak." We were like, "What are you playing?" Hogak. What are you? Are you playing anything? Oh, I'm playing Hogak. Oh, 4-color Hogak. I'm a 3-color Hogak.
What about chasing the hype?
Oh God, don't even.
Death Corona foils.
Oh God.
Down to $2.55.
This is the thing that haunts my YouTube career. I never even want to look at this. Look, the only thing I have to say about this
into an
is
episode of Bad Specs.
Unprecedented times. That's the only thing I have to say about this.
You can almost blame the supply chain on this.
Unprecedented times. Yeah, the supply chain issues. That's what happened. You remember that one game store that will not be named that took everybody for a ride on their Ikoria collector boxes? Mm-hmm. There was a Mystical Games mega thread. We'll just go ahead and name them. I'm pretty sure they don't exist anymore.
Nobody gives a fuck.
But oh my God, Ikoria was such a nightmare for so many people. I messed up on Space Godzilla Death Corona 2. I'm pretty sure I bought one for like $100 foil. That was like one of my worst ever purchases.
Yeah,
ever. I was like, it's got Corona in the name. And someone even did a press release where they were like, we are retiring this name. We are never going to use the name Corona. This was not a planned thing. We didn't know that the virus was on its way. We were not in on it. I don't think they ever said that, but that was kind of like the implication was like.
No, and I think we've definitely gotten this stream demonetized at this point. But look, how
is it? Oh God.
Aroused Jelly, like 100 for a foil. I think he paid $100 for like a foil. Death Corona.
You're only down 97%. Yeah, when it gets bought out, I'm sure when someone comes in and buys all the copies for $100 a piece, I'll make my money back.
I mean, this is the kind of thing that you can't really anticipate. They say, whoops, we have a card coming called Death Corona. We're going to try and catch as many as we can, but we're definitely going to change it in subsequent print runs. I don't think anybody really had I don't think anybody had a really good idea of how many were actually going to be in the market, because if this had been a thing where these were like unobtainable, then you would have had a collector's item that maybe would have held a high price.
But there was one in every collector box, pretty much, because it's an uncommon foil, and it had a non-foil variant as well, and it was the biggest oof. I even made a video where I was like, I've never been so wrong.
Well, top of that, all card sucks. It's just not a playable card.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Anybody who got to sell those into hype and had idiots like me buy them, good for you.
I'm gonna take a quick bio. When I come back, let's look at the most expensive cards in the set. Besides Atraxa.
Sounds good. Yeah, big mana for little payoff. It's just not a very good card. And then what's worse about that card is I averaged down and I bought a couple more copies. I bought like a couple other copies at 20 a piece, like months later. It's one of the stupidest things I've ever done. Godzilla's fine. Insane Goon. I bought a showcase foil Atraxa last Friday at my LGS for $14. She's now 73. There you go. That's what's up. Why did you choose Corona Dino over the reserve list? Because they made a big to-do about the name of it. They made a massive to-do about the name. They were like, we're discontinuing the name. Corona will never appear on the card again. But here's the thing is they didn't do like some second print run of Ikoria. They just like said that to build hype. And they got idiots like me who will never ever do it again to do it. That's what I did is I bought it and I FOMO'd out and I paid stupid prices trying to get it because of that stupid freaking name on the card. Challenge with evaluating most expensive one cards is that the oil slicks are still weeks away from shipping and their prices are super inflated. They're hella inflated. Yeah, they're insanely inflated. I didn't shoot my foot off. That's right. I just shot off a couple toes. Just buy up the reserve list cards. Yeah, I mean, that's how I did feel pre M30, which just being completely honest, like M30 kind of shook my my confidence in just buying up reserve list stuff. It made a lot of people kind of take a step back and go, is it worth it to do this? We had some people in our Discord community shed tons of their cards, like down to one-ofs, just for commanders so that they would have one-of playables, and just like lots of people shedding their collections in response to that product. That product shook people. It was kind of like Wizards of the Coast being like, you know, we're going to do this thing, and even though the card back is different, it was just like the act of them doing that. They hadn't done it before, so it was unprecedented. Yeah, reserve list is gone. I don't know. It depends on where they actually go with it, but it's hard to tell. Wait, Death Corona was expensive. I said was. It was expensive. I think Norn will crash in price in the coming months. Norn is really good in standard. Right, Tyler, the trust in it. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of where I'm at. That's what I'm saying is like, I've looked to putting completely, to be completely blunt, I think that our economy, speaking for the US, like I think that it will recover and we will see a recovery and to the point where we were, you know, like a year ago. I think the S&P will get back up to $470. I don't know when it's going to happen, but if the S&P were to dump again, I would buy actual good stocks for cheap. That's what I would do. I would move from thinking MTG is a good investment strategy to just taking good money. I would build, I don't know if anybody knows what these are, but LEAPs, long-term equity anticipation securities, where you can buy a contract for something far out in the future. Not financial advice, but like leaps for good companies like Microsoft, AMD, Amazon, Google, shit like that, I would be, if you had the money for it, I would be buying leaps. But I'm a gambler. I mean, the economy could take a big dump. We could see some historic lows unlike anything we've ever seen, but I don't think that's where big money wants us to go.
Top 8 most expensive cards that are
From
only
the
in
set.
boosters. These are just the draft boosters. Most expensive cards.
Yeah.
Top 2, relatively self-explanatory. Elish has been
One
on
of
the top
them-
of everyone's list. Atraxa has exploded in the
And we've
last 2
talked
days.
at great length
Yeah.
about Atraxa.
Got a whole other video about Atraxa Grand Unifier. Go check that one out. Mondrak Glory Dominus at 3. Also seems self-explanatory to me. Right. This
I
one's,
did. I actually sold mine. I sold mine to our buddy Ryan, who was like, "Hey, I want that for my Risk the Redeem deck."
yeah,
He was
hell
like,
yeah.
"I still need a doubling season." I was like, "Yeah, you'll definitely want both in the long term." But
Yeah.
Mondrak is definitely a good card.
No, definitely proxy doubling season right now. There'll be a reprint of it soon.
Mondrak for me is like, if you can find it around 20, I don't hate that price for Mondrak. If he dips down to 20, I don't think you'll ever hate having that card in the collection.
Sword of Fortune Frontier at number 4 at $23.50.
Bro, I am so surprised.
This is
by
actually,
this one.
yeah, this is one of the biggest shockers in the top 10 to me as well.
Yeah, Sword of Sinew and Steel and Sword of Truth and Justice, when those came out in Modern Horizons and they didn't really take off. But I mean, we kind of talked about this sword and we were high on it. We put this on our top commander cards from this set because it's good.
Yeah.
It essentially has an impulse draw and an explore on it that work together. You don't get the draw like an explorer has, but you get the impulse draw and the explore that, like, if the land is in what you find in the impulse, you can play it from there. It works really well.
Yeah.
It's also a crazy art. It's not like anything we've seen on the other swords. It's very much like kind of a
Very
kind of a
Mirrodin.
weird looking sword.
Very
Yeah,
Mirrodin.
very Mirrodin. Yeah.
Yeah, the protections here, I don't really care too much about. Get you around, what's the wording on, I don't know the exact wording on Blasphemous Act. Does Sword of Fortune Frontier get you around that?
It doesn't, because Blasphemous Act, it doesn't
it deal
target.
damage? Oh, I see. But,
Yeah.
well, whatever. I thought it does.
Wait,
I don't know.
it gets around Blasphemous Act?
I'm not 100% sure of the
Oh,
wording.
yeah, because Blasphemous Act
It
deals damage.
Yeah. That's what I
That's
thought.
right.
That's what I
That's
thought.
right.
So, I mean, protection from 13 damage from one of the most played board wipes in the entire game. What else?
Frick,
I mean,
I agree.
maybe protection from red and green. You're punching through green and red tokens, so goblins and plants. But I think it's the generic abilities. Most equipment decks are going to want this in Commander because the 2 abilities below are generic, man. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. You can play them this turn. You can play an additional land. That's good in any strategy. Any strategy.
Pro green, I like pro green, and the reason is because our other green sword, well, we have Feast and Famine, which I'm not going to even try to say that that's a bad sword, even though its abilities are kind of niche. But Body and Mind is poopy, baby. Body and Mind is not very good. So, like, for me, having pro green, when a lot of people like to play big green stuff, being able to get past like big beefy boards, that's a big deal too. So yeah, I think it's a good card.
I like it.
Yeah, Hearth and Home is good. Hearth and Home is good.
This one I think is still, this one is a hype price to me still. $18 for a mythic, Ichor Moon Gauntlet, 3-man artifact. Planeswalkers you control have O proliferate and -12 take an extra turn. Let's ignore that. Ignore that whole group of text.
Sure.
3-mana artifact. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, choose a counter on target permanent. Put an additional counter of that kind on that permanent. So with EDH strategies, you're looking at +1/+1 counters is going to be the top. for this kind of strategy, right? Like what other cards, what other types of counters would you reliably want to be able to proliferate over and over again? Gotta be +1/+1 counters in my mind, right? Charge counters, blah.
Yeah,
Loyalty,
I mean, it's clearly,
well,
it's
that's
clearly
the other
an
thing I'm getting
Atraxa
to.
card.
Right. It's
like,
exactly. It's 100% a Planeswalker card. But
yeah,
Super Friends is a popular archetype, but it's less popular than +1/+1. And so my point is, if we look at the +1/+1 decks here on EDH Rec, the tops you're seeing: Mono Green 5,000, Gruul 4,000, Bant has blue in it. My point is Selesnya 7,800, 8,000 decks. My point
doesn't
is
play in there,
right?
Yeah.
The top decks, Simic has 5,000, has almost 6,000. And when you look at these commanders, you know, Azuri, Piran Toothy, that's definitely going in there.
Ew, Rolesk.
Rolesk ain't a
We don't
word
want
for
to see
you.
Rolesk.
You know, so my point is that yes, it will be played, and yes, it is a killer app in those archetypes.
Yeah.
But at $18, this just doesn't seem like it to me.
Having that, I mean, looking at the top, I do love having all of my planeswalkers just have proliferate.
Oh, it's
busted.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
so
if you
busted.
can slam. Look, I played the Rainbow Bridge deck for a while after that card came out, Chromatic Bridge, whatever it was called, and it can get oppressive if you're slamming planeswalkers. You know, planeswalkers become a really strong strategy in mass. A lot of people know that planeswalkers aren't strong in EDH because you got 3 different turns of 3 different people coming at those planeswalkers to kill them. But if you've got 8 planeswalkers, it's kind of hard to decide who we target down, because they're all bad. They're all giving you repeated value every turn, and then on top of it, you're drawing cards and you have a hand. Those things are probably also refilling. So yeah, you slam down 8, all 7 of them proliferate. That last one to go definitely gets to use its ultimate, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So
It's
we'll
pretty
see.
cool.
I don't like it at $18. I think it's a good card. I think it's a $10
It's a card that gets better with age. I don't know if its price gets better with age, but the more planeswalkers that exist, the more people will want to tinker with it. You know, it could go into a constructed deck that cares about planeswalkers. If you're really trying to like proliferate the shit out of your walkers, this could make its way into some sort of constructed thing in the future. Maybe low to the ground walkers, you know, Teferi Time Raveler comes to mind. Like being able to get additional loyalty out of that is kind of crazy.
Well, and Teferi
Or
always
additional
ran
value.
with Narset. So you got 2 of them there.
Yeah. So there might be something there. BuzzFuzz says, I don't know where to put my copy and I'm so mad. Yeah, Narset Super Friends. Someone said everyone is playing Super Friends and Historic Brawl, Garbage says.
Yeah, Icarmoon Gauntlet. Vraska Betrayal's Sting. At about $15, I don't mind this price. I think that this is about where this one will settle. $12.
You draw, you lose 1 life and proliferate for 0. That's pretty sweet.
Plus you can play it for 5 and 2 life. So it gets,
playing it for 5 is a big deal.
Right. That
So
-2 just to turn a creature into
comes in for 3
with with 4 loyalty on it.
Wait, 4 loyalty
for each. So you think 2 life,
2 fewer.
Yeah,
Got
2
it.
life, 2 counters.
So you can immediately uptick it to 5, draw a card. It doesn't protect itself, so it does have that goes against it, which is something that we typically look for.
But it has removal built in. Target creature becomes a treasure artifact.
Yeah.
Everything else lost. They gotta
It's
stack
kind of
it.
like reminiscent of Oko.
Right, exactly.
You could do it to yourself too, which is kind of interesting. If you wanted to ramp, you could.
I think that this one
In
is pretty
theory.
fairly cost. I think that, you know, there's potential for this to be like an $8 mythic if it really doesn't hit any of the extended constructed formats, and I think it's probably a little too slow for those. I mean, I would compare it to like, yeah, there is an uptick, JVT. It's the proliferate. That 0 ability, you draw a card, you lose 1 life, proliferate, which means put another counter on it.
Yeah, so you would get an uptick from it there.
Yeah.
But
I just don't. I mean, I look at it. I compare
the
it to Liliana
-2
Dreadhorde General, and it's not as good as that card.
Yeah. The -2, it is way super dialed back from where Oko was. But being able to turn creatures into treasure is really interesting.
Well,
I mean, Oko did it to like had much better coverage, but
well,
yeah.
and could hit the battlefield for 3 mana instead of
right. Oh my god, yeah. Instead of 5. I mean, it had artifact or creature loses all abilities and becomes an elk.
Sometimes
but it was also
an
uptick. It's so fun to come back and look at this card and be like, what the fuck were they thinking? It comes in with 4 loyalty for 3. Like,
this card,
are you out of your mind?
This
it comes
card
in
is
with
banned.
4 loyalty for 3.
Pioneer, Modern, Legacy, Explorer, Historic, all banned, and it's still a $15 mythic.
In 2019, they took some serious loony pills and they decided we are going to make the craziest card that anybody has ever seen. It will look like a fan-made card, and we're going to release it anyway.
All right.
Absurd.
7th most expensive card in the boosters regular treatments.
This one, I am actually surprised. I thought the price on this was overhyped when I saw it at 6s and 7s, and I am so surprised that it has gone up.
Well, the problem is, Jake, is that whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, target opponent gets a poison counter. The first part of that is easily manipulated. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, that's easily manipulated.
It's a combo. It's a combo piece. It's
Right.
just like, or maybe not a combo like where you can go infinite with it, but you can just essentially go all in on solitaire venerated rot priest and just kill somebody as fast as possible.
Yeah. I haven't vetted this video yet, but I knew that they existed, and I want to check this out real fast. Easy turn 2 wins with Toxic Modern deck. If you haven't ever checked out the Epic Storm, we can decide together if they're good, and we can go subscribe to them. Let's see where we got the little combo here.
Utopia Sprawl, Mishra's Bauble, playing Breach.
All right, so by the time we're here, you've got Ground Rift. Venerated Rot Priest is being targeted by target creature without flying can't block this turn, and it's got Storm. And so it's a sorcery, 1 red sorcery with Storm. You storm it out with Underworld Breach, and then you cast Corrupted Rift, or what is it called? Caustic Rift? Ground Rift. You play
D-Hammer, good to know.
Rift.
Says Epic Storm is high quality analysis. Okay, cool.
Oh, nice. Excellent. I haven't watched Epic Storm before, but you should go subscribe to Epic Storm. I mean, yeah, this is exactly as advertised. You storm off with Ground Rift, you target Rot Priest 10 times, you're done. So all you got to do is get up to a storm count of 9, cast that.
So it essentially plays a bunch of storm cards. It plays Manamorphose, it plays Ritual, it plays Grape Shot.
Breach, Bauble,
you do
Ritual.
have,
Yeah.
You do have DRC in there, and
it's like Blood Moon's coming out of the sideboard here.
And the Golgari Archaeomancer that came out of Modern Horizons too. I love to see that card getting some play. Beseiju also in the board.
An Archaeomancer.
Dude, that Archaeomancer, I love that for Gruul.
Right, so they were just,
and then run the Veils this summer.
Attacking them down with Gigantha here.
And that's what's interesting with this is you can do that too, or you can just go all in on win with poison counters on the Rot Priest. So, okay, so that's what happened is it just ended up being a pretty consistent card.
Right. Yeah.
Interesting.
And
I was low on it.
Look at this.
I was pretty low on it.
Look at this. Here, you've got Grape Shot. And so you can storm with either Grape Shot or the Ground Rift. So you've got 8 targets to hit it as well. It's very possible. It's very possible that this card could be real.
Oh, I I thought you were making a joke, like it could be a real card. No, yeah.
No, like it could be a performer.
It can make waves
in formats where 60 cards are the norm and there's 4 of most cards.
Well, think about it like this too: is there room for it in Infect? Because at some point in Infect, the board
doesn't
gets
give a
clogged,
shit about Infect. It doesn't give a shit about Infect. You just build this into a combo deck. This lives on its own world. This is
I know, but it could. I'm saying it could go in an Infect deck, and then at one point, once your board gets clogged, you might just say, well, whatever, mutagenic growth on Venerated Rot Priest to finish you off, and I don't have to worry about getting through blockers.
Right. And Jagged Edge is exactly right. This is a 1/2. This is a 1/2 in formats with every single 1 mana kill a 2 power creature spell that exists. Definitely. And so I love the dichotomy of chat here. We got one person saying it's good, but it can be interacted with easily. Little meta shift, little sideboard tweak, and it falls off. Versus it's going to get banned.
Yeah. It's an interesting card.
I think that it lives more in the gray area in between. I do think that it's easily adjusted against. I mean, it's not like there's a grape shot deck running around already. If there was already a grape shot deck that was winning face grape shot storm, fuck yeah, this is a secondary win con in an already good deck.
I mean, storm does exist in modern,
sure,
and grape shot is a win con in there alongside Empty the Warrens.
Right.
I don't think it goes into that deck because it's a blue-red deck.
Right.
But yeah, it's its own kind of Gruul win con. It's interesting.
Reprint. Phyrexian Obliterator reprint represents our 8th most expensive.
Big deal Pioneer. Let's just say that.
Exactly.
This is a big deal making it into Pioneer. There's a lot of people that have wanted to play with this card. Yeah, because I believe Pioneer started in Return to Ravnica. So yeah, this making it into Pioneer is a pretty big deal.
I want to check Obliterator and see if
this for me will be one of the cards, because I'm a black mage at heart. This is going to be one that I will try to find these for cheap and complete my play set, because the price still for me is a little high on these.
We don't have
Gary
it
can
up.
Really go off. Gary can go off big time.
We don't have it showing up yet in Pioneer results, but it's only been, out very, very short time. So I was just checking to see if it happened to have already. Here we go. It happened to have already started popping up anywhere, but so far Explorer
if I
is
could
the
get
only
like
one
a
that's got
set
it.
for like $8 a piece, like if I could get a set for like $35 all in, I would probably do it.
Well, it's down to 1029. Yeah, for sure. Let's look at how it's been moving. This one.
So it's getting pretty close. Let me look at eBay on it.
Yeah, you've got near mint completed listings in the 9s. Oh, look at this. Near mint foil got snapped up for $875. Near mint 950. Yeah, I mean, you might better keep your eyes peeled. This one might be able to go even lower. Very possible.
Yeah, eBay is 13s, so I'm just gonna wait on it. The thing is it's like you were talking about, right? Is right now this is the big hot set. The bundles haven't even made it to people, and that's gonna put even more of these on the market. So it's kind of like in this video I just did where what I'm buying, where I waited 2 months after Brothers War came out to buy foil Mishra's Baubles, which is a card that you need 4 of for decks. And I bought the foil retro border for $5, and like I just checked the price and it's $250. So if I had waited like 2 months longer than when I bought it, I could have got it for cheaper. So does Phyrexian Obliterator go sub 10 and stay there for a long time? I think it does. I think it could.
I think it will, my thoughts. Because it got 2 special treatments. It got the ink and it got the oil slick.
Keto, enjoy. Yeah, exactly.
It's
I
gonna
do want to
have-
see the oil slick as well.
Right. It's going to have all of these versions driving down those base copies. If the base copies are all you want, get it going.
Yep. I'm going to do a quick bio now as well. Everybody, if you are enjoying the stream, click like and subscribe. That's a great way to support the channel. We have 118 people that have liked the stream, so thank you so much. We got 300 people watching. Help us get to 169 likes.
When you get back, I want to do these last two so we can make this video a clean 10.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's just do them really quick then.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's fine.
After Obliterator, we've got All Will Be One. A lot of people have been comboing off pretty hard with this one. This is the one where it deals that much damage to an opponent, a creature, or a planeswalker an opponent controls, according to putting one or more counters on a permanent or player. Now, this counts when, if All Will Be One is on your battlefield and you play a planeswalker, you're putting all of those loyalty counters on it. And so if you got a planeswalker coming in with 6 loyalty, 5 loyalty, All Will Be Ones on the battlefield, you're automatically shooting 5 or 6 damage around the battlefield. So any planeswalker, same thing. Any Super Friends deck, always going to want this card. We just looked at all of the different archetypes that heavily play, all of the different color pairings that heavily play +1 counter themes. Red was Gruul representation right there. And then Blightsteel Ninja in chat making my next point for me. You're just blowing up any possible thing that you can see. Tons of damage. I like that this one has when it enters, all of the counters get put on it, and that's what does all the damage. What do you think of this one?
It's fine. I haven't given it much thought, honestly. This card hasn't been on my radar.
It's one of the more combo-y cards in the set. Right now, I think that people are really experimenting with it. $9.33. Do I think that's a good price for this Mythic? I feel like this is one that'll die down. It combos with a couple of different cards. Yeah, I can see it in chat, and I've seen the videos. But this is one I think is like super hyped right now. And it's just going to kind of like middling and then go down in price.
Yeah. I mean, I do like to sometimes hunt for a good a big red enchantment. It seems kind of niche.
Yeah, type enchantment, color red.
Because it's like you have to put counters on stuff in order for it to do things.
Right, and yeah, exactly. It doesn't do anything by itself.
Yeah, I don't like it. Not a big fan. Works with Blast Zone, yeah. Oh, yep, Dark Depths has 20 counters go on it. I see.
So looking at our big silly enchantments here. Arcane Bombardment, Fiery Emancipation before it. Arcane Bombardment was super hyped, and then it came out, and then it went down to $3.
Bro, that card took a big dip.
I mean, look at it.
A massive dip.
This one it's 1 more mana, but whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery each turn, I mean, that is so much more doable in so many more decks than this. This is niche. $9. I've changed my mind. $9 is not a good price for this card, definitively, in my opinion. I think that this one goes down.
Put one or more counters on a permanent or player. All Will Be One deals that much damage to target opponent. Creature an opponent controls or planeswalker. It's just no.
It's gonna really perform
maybe in like a
Gruul
blue red
+1/+1.
Proliferate. I don't know. Yeah, Gruul counters. Yeah, maybe.
I could see Gruul counters really burning some shit down with this one. Past that, $9, I don't think it is. And then our 10th. We know that our 11th and 12th here are Tyranax Rex and Mycosynth Gardens. We've talked about those at length. Phyrexian Vindicator right now in our 10th spot at $9. I think that this one had a lot of hype, and then the hype died down significantly because it's just not quite as good as Obliterator. Obliterator with that trample, with that sacrifice. But really, Jake, all it'll take is like one person figuring out the combo with this card. But I just don't think
damage would be dealt to prevent that damage. When damage is prevented this way, deals that much damage to any other target. This might be a sleeper. Yeah,
at $9 right now, it's a decent.
It's restrictive as shit though. For white,
for sure. But Obliterator is too.
Yeah. Yeah, but Obliterator, it's like you don't have to do anything crazy to make Obliterator good. Obliterator's like play it and swing, and they're gonna lose if they don't figure it out.
Yeah, you got to figure it out.
I mean, this is essentially play it, and you have a big 5/5 flyer. It's not bad. It's not like it has defender.
For
it's
sure,
not like you can't do anything.
Okay.
No vigilance, no like
trample. No trample.
Like Obliterator comes in and it's like, yeah.
I mean, look at this.
It's getting through, and if you block with it, it's like
I have a 1/1 flyer on my battlefield. You play Frixie and Obliterator. I don't have an answer to it. I lose because I'm either taking all of its damage in every hit, or I'm blocking off just a little bit of it. It's still trampling over for a ton of damage, and I'm sacrificing permanents. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Same situation. I've got a 1/1 flyer. You play Frixie and Vindicator. You swing. I block with my 1/1. It prevents the 1 damage. You can deal that 1 damage to any target. You use the flying. I mean, you kill the 1/1 flyer. Hope I don't have another way to make another 1/1 flyer, because all you've done is paid white to kill my 1/1 flyer.
All right, I guess look up Guilty Conscience, because I'm seeing people saying Guilty Conscience and Vindicator.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of combos for all of these cards. This is the main combo with the card right when it got previewed.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Because it deals damage. Guilty Conscience deals that much damage to it. It takes that. It deals more damage. Because it deals damage, Guilty Conscience deals damage to it. So on and so forth. I think I covered this one in a short as well.
Yeah.
This is just... It's cool. It's cute. I like it being in the set. It's just nowhere near as good as Obliterator. And maybe, hopefully I'll eat my words. Hopefully I'll eat my words. Maybe it'll pop out.
Obliterator's better.
Oh, I know that. Better. But maybe I'll eat my words on this not being really played. But we'll see.
Yeah, 4 white is tough.
Looking past that, so those are the top 10 currently that we wanted to kind of analyze, and we'll watch these. We want to kind of make it more of a tradition for us to look at the top 10 just after release, and then wait a couple of months, come back and look at the top 10 again and see what has moved, why it's moved, see what we can learn from that. Looking at it, just glancing to see if any of these pop up into the top 10. The next one's 11 is Tyranax, 12 is Mycosynth Gardens, then you got Tekuthel, Nissa, Solfim, and Jace. And then we go all the way down to Mercurial, Zoppendrel, Skrulv's Hive, and Drivnod. So we'll kind of see exactly where all of these fall out over.
I also really like the fast lands that got reprinted.
Absolutely.
Those are really good lands. Blackcleave Cliffs, if you've ever wanted to play Rakdos in a sweaty format like Pioneer or
Pioneer's gonna
Modern.
want these. And Paper's coming back.
Those were so expensive. Blackcleave Cliffs was as high as like $60 at one point. So I am going to use the restroom now. I'll be right back.
What should we do? That was all we had planned for tonight. What do y'all want to do? Got maybe 30, maybe an hour left. We should play some games, right? I wonder if Jake's down to play some games. Y'all think he's down to play some games? Should we maybe play... Jesus. That's pretty good, right? Spectre coming through with this one. This is pretty good. Is this somebody's girlfriend? Is this somebody's girlfriend? Yeah, Kiki Jiki. I think I might suggest Okiva V3. BuzzFuzz, is your list like ready to go that you sent me? Will you resend me that list, BuzzFuzz? Jake walked up to the screen and grabbed his beer and then walked away shaking his head. Oh my god, Gerhino. Bro. Gerhino. You get the points on this one. We'll definitely be making this the thumbnail. What happened here? This person, thank you, Buzz. This person shaved everything on their body except from the neck up, and then from the neck up they were just like, yeah, whatever. What happened? What happened? That was a little more than I can stand to bear. Nobody tell Jake. When he asks what was going on, just be like, what are you talking about?
All right. Who needs to be absolutely hired to work in a position at Jake and Joel that I saw doing amazing art?
What are you talking about?
Who needs to be designing swimsuits for me specifically over at Jake and Joel?
I don't know what you're talking about, chat. Do you have any idea what he's talking about?
Who needs to be designing my swimsuit, my behemoth Kiora made swimsuit for this summer when I got my chest hair out on the beach? What are you doing?
Do you have any interest, Jake, in pulling up the version 3 of Okiva or Ovika, whatever the fucking name, feature's name, and trying to shit a game out real fast, like an hour?
Yeah, why not?
Could be a fun way to end
Is this the BuzzFuzz version?
Yeah, we're playing the BuzzFuzz version.
How many rocks are in this?
Buzz,
are
this
there
is
enough?
a 101 card deck. What the fuck are you doing to me?
Oh no. We'll just cut a card. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll do it when we get the
those.
deck. We'll do it when we get the deck. And now we're downloading a patch.
Corey G says, "Yo, I played version 1 Ovika with my friends and won."
What?
Corey, was it like the one that we made? V1? Should I buy a playset of Atraxa? No. Who did this? Who did this?
What is this? Dude,
Who did this?
Somebody said this should be the thumbnail for the tier list video, and I was like, I could not fucking agree more. This on the right, thumbnail. This on the right, tier list on the left.
Sorry. It's Lovesac on the right, hot sauce on the left. It's already planned. There is no room for this. Sorry. I do like the blue.
There's always room for Jake, who only shaves from the neck down, but does a fantastic job shaving from the neck down.
I look good. I look good here.
Honestly, you do. You really do. You need to like work on your
I look good on
posture.
this.
It feels like you have gas, maybe too uncomfortable with gas right now.
I'm always uncomfortable with gas. Chat, if you have gas, click like and subscribe. If you like that picture, you definitely have to subscribe. You like that picture, and if you enjoyed any of the products we reviewed earlier, well, you have to come back for a future video. That's all we have to say.
What we need you to do is click like
All right,
and
is
subscribe.
this it?
Go join our
Is
Discord.
this Ovika version 3?
Yeah, we're working on it right now. I'm bringing up Magic the Gathering Online. I didn't know we were going to play on MTGO this stream, so I didn't update it.
Do I like that picture? I don't like that picture. I love that picture.
I don't like that picture. I'm obsessed with that picture. Do you like this picture?
That's my fucking future car, dude. And I will trade my future wife for that future car.
Honestly, I would drive it. I don't know if you would drive it, but I would drive it.
I would drive it crazy with how much I drive it.
I will drive that car.
That car would be like, are we going to the power plant, the mine, and the freaking tower today? And I'd be like, every day, baby, let's go.
Every day, and shut up asking all the stupid questions.
That's right.
You get really hardcore with it.
And I would click on my expedition map as soon as I get in there. It'd be like, where are we going today? And I'd be like, we're going to Karn Town on turn 3, baby. Let's fucking go.
Hey, if anybody wants to play MTGO, as soon as we get this rallied up, we're going to play some Commander on MTGO. Feel free to hop into the game I create. Absolutely do not stream snipe us, though.
That was a dirty, dirty photo. I'm going to have to look at that later.
I don't know what he meant by any of that. MTGO is really shitting itself right now. 17 more likes and we're at 169 likes. What? Get us there. Let's go. We're so close. Okay, collection. Seems like we may actually get to do this. Add deck, import. Ovika corrected by Buzz. Commandar. We'll still keep it the is it one. Do this, click to trade, go here.
How many mana rocks are in this?
I don't know. What card, Buzz? What card should we pick? I'm looking for your name. I don't see it. Which card am I supposed to cut?
This deck is so sexy, dude.
All right, so if you're not familiar with MTGO and Mana Traders is one of multiple sites where you can pay a monthly subscription and rent up to a certain amount of
Cut Wild Magic Surge. Sorry. I'm so sorry I interrupted
up
you.
To it's really all good. Yeah, it only traded us 100 cards, so we should be good. Yeah, I know, Buzz, but I downloaded the list already. Just tell me what card you caught.
No, Surge is good. I mean, it is good. It's the only one with a red outline. That's why I said it.
Oh,
it's
man.
not Thran Dynamo, I'll tell you that. We're not cutting Thran Dynamo.
Soren,
what's up? Good morning over there.
MTG is shitting its pants. Yeah, actually looks like...
He wants to kick the
it's because Wild Magic Surge isn't implemented in MTGO, so we're good. Done and done.
Easy cut. Easy cut.
We got the deck. All right, let's go play.
We're keeping the ever-flowing Chalice.
Yeah, we kept the Chalice because the Wild Magic Surge ain't in there.
Hello, Chalice.
Commander,
that's what we have to say when we play it. We have to go, hello, Chalice.
Hello, Chalice. Create.
We have to mull until we get it.
Hello, Chalice. All right, there we go.
That's what the name of this video is going to be. Hello, Chalice.
MTGO
so if we
didn't
don't
get a full run of that set. If you give me like 2 minutes, I'll jump in.
San Fran, there are 2 modal dual face cards in the deck. 2 MDFCs.
TKC, it's about $30 a month. Most of those rental places are about $30 a month. Let me switch to a better version for MTGO.
It is mana rocks and 34 lands and 2 modal dual face cards. So we're good. Because yes, 34 is low. We said the same thing and Buzz had to correct us. So we're just passing on the info.
Yeah, typically I really hate playing fewer than 37 lands, even if I've got 4 or 5 rocks in there. But
you know, Prof just made a video about that where he was talking about mana base, and he's like, look, just because you're playing mana rocks doesn't mean that you don't have lands. He's like, they
don't 1 for 1.
He's like, yeah, if you miss a land drop and you just play a mana rock, then you've paid mana to essentially play a land. So it's like you're not ramping if you're missing your land drops. So
right.
Yeah, and it's a good point. It's true.
It's true. And it is a good point.
Should we just jump in somebody else's game?
Yep, that's what we're doing. Jumping into this one.
Let's go.
Oh, Jank is in here.
Oh, sweet.
All right, Jank. Here we go.
Jank is not going to stream snipe.
Kuro's
We're
going
good on
first.
Jank.
We're going fourth. Look at this hand, though. Holy shit. This is the hand.
It's very good, and we are not at any point pitching this. Jank, you better not be in chat. Get out of here.
All right, so we're playing against Brian Stoutarm. We're playing against Sliver Queen. Jeff Mage saw a room labeled casual and was like, yeah, I'll play 5-color slivers.
Let's fucking go, dude.
And Jank brought Fibblethip. Hell yes.
Good.
Am I mulliganing this?
Shut the hell up. Oh my god, baby.
Start doing the math.
My god.
Start doing the math. Somebody, what's the quickest we can play our commander? Somebody,
two.
Turn 2, we can play it? Hell yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, blue, red. So we go Volcanic Island. Turn 2, we go
Misty?
Crypt, Lotus, Ovika.
Yeah, bro. Just Misty to tutor out a land, because what we want to do is, as soon as we get Ovika online, we want to draw a spell. Like 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, this hand is the hand for Ovika.
It starts with Swiftfoot Boots at the very least. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, this is possible. Honestly, this is perfect, because the thing is if this hand doesn't get there, this deck sucks.
Bro, the ward is going to keep Ovika in the game, bro. That ward is going to be you won't be able to deal with it this early on. Unless they have a path to exile.
Right. We'll see. This is what we're looking for.
San Fran says Fibblethip may be the dark horse here. We'll see.
That's our mod.
We're just going to have a series of videos called Ovika Evolved, and it's going to be all of the Ovika testing.
Episode 6, why are we still playing Ovika?
Yes.
Episode 7, we pretty much figured this deck out in episode 3, but we're still playing it. That's the whole title.
Episode 2 of Ovika should be we won handily because we had Jeweled Lotus and Mana Crypt. And if we don't win, like you said, this thing it may not
we
stand
have a turn
chance.
3 Gilded Lotus.
Bro.
Because we untap with Mana Crypt, play our 3rd land. Gilded.
This hand is strictly sexual. This hand is strictly sexual.
That's 5 goblins on turn 3. Off our Ovika, which was cast on turn 2.
It is too sexual,
right,
this hand.
Let's go misclick.
Please don't do it.
Here we go, misclick. Here we go. Turn 1 Sensei's Divining Top.
Okay, so
Misty.
We can go Misty.
We're searching.
We can go Crypt.
I was going to wait on my zeros until next turn so they can't get removed.
Okay.
Let's just get the vents and it'll come into play tapped. We'll just save the Senseis too.
No, let's just get the Senseis out. If they want to deal with the Senseis, I'm fine with it. We don't really need the Senseis.
I just hate it because it burns clock.
Well, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, D-Hammer, I think that... Okay, everybody telling me how to play. All right. The top is out. I do like that new channel name, though, Kiki Jiki. Jake and Joel and Ovika. Oh my god, yield through this turn.
Ancient Tomb is in here, but Scroll Rack I don't believe is, unless Buzz put it in. Ancient Tomb 100% is in the deck.
Yeah. Are you nervous about our turn 2?
I just... I'm excited.
Are you a little, like, halfway there?
I'm 1,000,000% there. I just want to see it happen.
This might be something real. All right, so did Kirino create this room and call it casual and then... Well, I guess it is turn 3. No, it's their turn 2. Damn.
They have but their vault isn't going to untap. They have to sink a bunch of mana into it to untap it. Yeah, Lotus and Crypt aren't exactly casual, but Ovika is.
Yeah, I mean, it's the commander here that we're...
Yeah, I think we might. I mean, they have a mana vault, so that's not exactly super casual either. Sliver Queen, not exactly casual. Jank is the only one who got the real memo.
Yeah, seriously,
and is playing
Jenkinson was like,
Pip.
I understood the assignment. It's like the opposite of that thing where people build a really powerful, like they show up to the table with Corvold and they're like, no, I promise it's a low power version of it. We've got the opposite style of commander. Okay, here we go.
All right, let's do some things.
Oh my god, we wake up with deflecting SWAT too. Volcanic Island. Mana Crypt. J-Lo. We're gonna sack J-Lo for 3 blue.
I think
we're gonna tap these two. We're gonna put a red in. We're gonna put another red in just for good measure. We're gonna cast Ovika.
Let's go. Oh shit, here comes America.
USA. USA. All right, what fuckery is happening here?
Did we not have the mana for it?
No, we absolutely do. 3 blue. Red.
Okay.
It's not letting me use this mana to cast my commander. We have just had our absolute dream schemed by a fucking glitch.
Is this a bug? Click a mana symbol to use. Click the blue. I guess it wasn't meant to be. Pre-combat main phase. Maybe try doing it in the second main. Do red instead of blue.
Wait, what just happened?
Oh, what happened?
I have no idea. Choose my favorite opponent. Oh, this was a different game was happening? What the hell? That was... Okay, let's try this one more time. Blue. Cast.
Turn 2 commanders simply not casual. Why did you join this game?
I wonder,
Just
can I cast
it's
the Guild
Ovika.
Lotus? Oh, it's not letting me use any of it.
Maybe because...
Yeah, let's try the red. Fuck it. Cancel.
It says you can't even cast the spell.
I'm not worried about this troll. They conceded. They left. This person left too. Everybody... I can't even click on the red. Look at that. Oh, there we go. Let's try this again.
Yeah, I think we need to restart with maybe people that it's like...
Oh my god.
I wonder if they have...
What an... Just like one of the worst buzz kills ever.
Yeah. Why did you join this game? This guy can't even cast the spell. Yeah, well, is there a restriction on it because it was supposed to be casual, or was that just Mitgo?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And this is covered up by our pictures anyway, so nobody knows what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's... My favorite person was Jenkinstein, who won.
Jank was great. Jank was great. Fibblethip won.
Concede. Okay, we're just going to restart MTGO.
Yeah. So we need a lobby. Apparently Jeweled Lotus is bugged in Mitgo. Oh,
Really?
wow.
Jank, you destroyed it, bro.
Fibblethip 1. Yeah. Raccoon Hat City. What a good name. I'm looking this up.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, dude, Jank, you played Sky Diamond and we were like, "Fuck, we thought this was a social. We thought this was a casual one." Look at how bugged out Mitgo is being right now. Don't care. Sheesh. Do I need to like uninstall, reinstall Mitgo?
I don't know.
I've never had it be. Yes, it is perpetually buggy, but I've never had it be this buggy. This is unplayable.
I don't even know what happened there. Damn.
It like
We were about to have turn 2 Ovika.
yeah, dude.
It was supposed to happen.
I brought my CEDH Ovika deck to the game, and you would think that that would do it.
I mean, that was a pretty sweaty turn 2 Ovika. That would have been hard for people to come back from, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean
Having that protection, that ward.
right. That's that ward. Every time you say it, you emphasize it. That
ward, baby. The ward.
It's the ward.
That ward is so good. Ovika broke Mitgo. Yeah, we had too much value.
Kraken Jank said I had 2 clones in hand. I was gonna have Ovikas as well. Oh my god.
Hometown TCG says just tried playing it today. It was buggy for me a bit. Okay.
Okay, well at least we're back on the platform. Let's just re-queue, try it again. We still got the deck.
Buzz says replace J-Lo with chaotic transformation.
I'm gonna call this room Is Mitgo Broken?
Okay.
Jank,
That's quick.
Super Sherm, are you in chat? Milk and Cheese 1.
All right, baby, let's go.
People are saying Jeweled Lotus is currently unplayable in Mitgo. That sucks. We won the die
All right,
roll.
we'll just pitch it.
We get to go first.
Oh, Sean, what's up?
Oh, this is keepable.
This is good. This is really good.
This is definitely keepable.
Bro, I would just like, yeah, we keep this. I would just turn 1, get out that medallion.
Oh, hell yeah. We're getting out the medallion and the graves. We're coming out hot. We play this deck to come out hot. We don't play this deck to sit around twiddling our thumbs.
Because here's the thing, bro, is we have the sexiness that is the fierce that's just ready to go. Hopefully our competitors are not in here listening.
We need blue.
Well, we'll find it. We'll find it. I don't think we can get rid of this.
All
right, Sean, that sounds good.
Super Sherm mulliganed to 7 cards. Milk and Cheese mulligan to 7 cards. Jake and Joel and Jank all snap kept 7.
So we're playing against the Stat Master. We're playing against Sean.
The Stat Master?
Yeah, Jank.
Oh, got you. Well, Spectre's a mod now, and he does stats and spreadsheets and all kind of shit too. So now we got, but the
Is
OG
Spectre
title has
in
already
this
been
game?
taken. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know if Milk and Cheese. I think I've played against Milk and Cheese before.
Should probably mute Sean then.
Huh?
Oh no, someone says should probably mute there, Sean.
Oh. Milk and Cheese cap, Super Sherm, mulled to 7, mulled to 6, hasn't decided whether or not to keep.
Come on, Super Sherm, you got this.
Ooh, not blue mana, but we got a swan song. All right, let's just go.
Let's just
on
dump some stuff.
2 mana, we take 2. We play Ruby Medallion.
We're just gonna take some damage.
We're gonna say Mana Crypt. We're gonna say Lightning Greaves. I mean, I guess we could just hold that. There is no real point in putting ourselves in the danger because we don't have any color mana to cast any of the other spells in our hand, and Mana Crypt is 0. Equip cost on Lightning Greaves is 0. But it could also help us. Nah, we'll just go ahead and do it. Fuck it.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. No, I think it's like best to just be mana efficient, and if we get hated off the board, we get hated off the board.
What's gonna happen is we're never gonna draw blue mana.
That's all we need. Just one.
That is all we need. Super Sherm. Super Sherm, if you right click on the battlefield and you mouse over this no possible play yield all, check mark right there. Right click on battlefield. Mana Crypt. Cast.
No, I think Sean is milk and cheese, right?
I don't know. Oh, I meant Super Sherm. Mana Crypt, Lightning Greaves. Yeah, I don't know.
Jake says, what the F is happening over there?
Well, it's like right now there's no lands. There's just no reason to have, unless they've got some kind of 0 cost, like they want to play Once Upon a Time at the perfect time. Yeah, it is funny how we were like, oh, dude, look at the commander. This is such a casual deck. Swan Song, Fierce Guardianship, Counterspell, Mana Crypt, Lightning Greaves, Ruby Medallion, Ancient Tomb.
Yeah. The worst card that we have right now is a Counterspell. It's like, that's the worst card that we have. Jank says, I'm just going to play a super fair island and pass. Yeah, true.
Yeah, honestly, Buzz, you're right. Worst card in our hand is Mountain. Basic Mountain always is such a horrible card, dude. Basic Mountain is just useless. Oh my god, another Basic Mountain. What are we playing up here?
There's
Alina, which adds an amount of red equal to the greatest power among creatures you control that enter the battlefield this turn, so some mana ramp. Then artifacts you control have protection from each mana value among artifacts you control. All right, well, this seems like a fair deck.
It's good. It's good.
We choose to go for not fair.
Just
1,
give us
2,
the volcanic.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, if we can draw an island this turn or next turn, we have our turn 3 Ovika.
Yeah.
We're going to right click and always yield. There's another Mitgo trick for you Mitgo lovers out there. If you right click on cards that are just going to trigger and do a thing and you don't really have to do anything. Choose Tails. Hey, we won. Oh, yes.
Oh, my God.
Dude, just hard rip a basic, boo.
Just put that out. Put that out. And
oh,
then
you want
pass.
me to play the island so that we can play cards in our hand? Wow.
Yeah, baby. Let's go. Oh, what a time. What a time to be alive. What a time.
Island. Look at this.
I'm sorry. I'm like, please play the island. Because here's the thing. There's a universe where I don't say that.
Yeah.
And then you accidentally play the mountain and you go, fuck.
Here's
oh,
guardianship.
no.
Well, whatever. And
why did I do the mountain?
Then all of our artifacts get destroyed.
Yes.
Oh, baby.
About to be living Ovika Loca.
Dude,
That's
we
right.
are going to live Ovika Loca. Man.
Living Ovika Loca.
Yeah, gotta say. It is pretty hardening to play Ovika and have Fierce Guardianship in your hand ready to roll.
It's too hardening.
I'm just saying,
it's like Metapod
take it as you
used
will,
harden
but it's hardening.
over and over again. Metapod used harden.
Hey, we're going to get all excited about this and get the hype to an all-time level, and then Ruby Medallion's going to be broken on MTGO.
No!
Phoenix Mill, Fibblethip clones, and I only know this is clones because I know Jank. And then a very, like, Elena and Rebecca showed up, and they're just like, what the hell's going on? And I'm like, Mana Crypt, Ruby Medallion, go. Basic
Right,
Island,
so
pass.
What's busted about this is we get to play Ovika, and then we have a Fierce Guardianship to protect it while we equip a Lightning Greaves to it and swing with it.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez. This is going to be the best showing for Ovika that could possibly happen, minus that god darn Jeweled Lotus sucks because it's like, look, nobody can afford this card, so there's a bug. Don't play it.
Cialis. Simsy is where it's at, baby. All right. Expedition map, our turn.
You're going to find probably an impactful land, I would guess, and play it.
All right, here we go. I'm nervous, but on the surface, I look calm and ready.
I think we're golden retriever here. We got to dodge our Mana Crypt.
Always tails. Told you.
Beautiful. There's a bug on Mana Crypt too, where if you always choose tails, you never have to deal with it.
We can get cute and use Seething Song here.
I don't even think we need it.
Montagna. Blue, red. 2 for Ancient Tomb, 2 for Mana Crypt, and it's reduced by 1 for Ruby Medallion to play our commander, Ovika Enigma.
Yay!
Did it. Look at this glitch right here. It says, I cast Super Sherm. Lightning Greaves on Ovika.
Oh, we cast Super Sherm. All right, let's swing. Who we swinging at?
We're gonna send a warning shot at Super Sherm.
Okay. Turn 3 Ovika.
Jank's got mod armor from the first attack of the game, and Sean is in chat. So, and Sean brought a very fair deck. I honestly want to see what this deck does.
I bet it's not fair. I bet it's pretty good.
Pretty just absolutely bastardo.
We got the turn 3 Ovika. This is impressive, man. Not gonna lie.
All right, there we go. Turn 3 Ovika achieved.
Turn 3 Ovika.
Mark it down.
All right, so I would expect everybody to come at us with like the harshness of 1,000 suns. Just try to nuke us from orbit.
It's a pretty tough order to get through, just knowing what we have in hand.
Yeah.
Our blue mana situation is a problem. We need to draw some cards. Does this have a lot of that card draw stuff that I put in there, Buzz? Because you can be drawing cards and creating goblins.
I mean, the only thing that we can't cast right now is the counterspell, and we have 2 big counterspells that we can use before we even need it.
Right. Well, and Fierce Guardianship we can cast for free, and Swan Song is the only blue. I just want that second blue mana source.
Yeah.
So there's no draw spells in here, Buzz? Like Treasure Cruise has got to be in here, right?
Treasure Cruise is in here.
Gotta be.
No,
we need to hit it like
there's some big stuff that I would run
right now.
I would run in this deck. I would easily run Coat of Arms, because once you cast and get a couple tokens out there, like if they're all checking each other with Coat of Arms, they're just gonna run away with it.
Ridiculous.
So there's some crazy stuff. Eldrazi Monument is in here as well, which I think is good. And then there's the stuff like Perforos and Impact Tremors and stuff like that that's going to be really good.
What I like is the Seething Song is basically an extra cast of Ovika. Because it's 3 mana to get 5 back, so you're netting 2, and that's the tax.
Mm-hmm. And here's the thing, too, is like if someone came at you out of nowhere and say you didn't have the Fierce Guardianship and you had the mana to cast the Seething Song,
right?
Someone tried to get in with a sacrifice effect, you could just cast it at instant speed to make some what are they, goblins?
Yeah. Well, we're not, I mean, being on turn 3, we're just not up to like they can get through the ward yet.
Right.
The ward is doing all of the heavy lifting right here. Right, yeah. Seething will let us storm as well. Yeah, correct. Mana Crypt. Should we go heads this time?
I think we go heads here. Yeah. I think we heads.
Tails, you lost.
Oh,
Jake.
Tails was the way, bro.
Jake. Oh,
well, you asked me. Oh, God.
Casual Dockside. So we've got mana. 1 red, Dockside Extortionist.
Just swing.
3 little treasures in.
Swing low, sweet chariots.
Yep, I think that's what we do. Oh, 5? Oh, that's an enchantment, isn't it? Yep. And what else did I miss? 1? Oh, this is an artifact. Hilarious. Okay, well, we've got mana, chat.
I think all we do is just swing and just protect.
Oh, yeah. Super Sherm is being attacked by Super Sherm. MTGO is so weird and glitchy right now.
Come on, Super Sherm. Don't give up. All right, they're drawing a card.
You rooting for Super Sherm?
Yeah. Underdog. Stop hitting yourself, Super Sherm.
Super Sherm just thinks I'm punishing them for not yielding all at the beginning of the game.
Zach says, are you back on Ovika? Nice.
Zach, Ovika is all we do on this channel now.
Yeah, turn 3 Ovika, Zach. And last game we almost had turn 2 Ovika, but Jeweled Lotus is bugged, so we weren't able to cast it. But it was about to happen, dude. Turn 2 Ovika. You can rewind it a little bit and see what happened. It was rough.
Yeah,
it was
Jeweled
really
Lotus
sad.
is
Dude.
broken on Miko. It was very sad.
Yeah, it was sad.
And one person got really pissed off at me for casting my 7-cost commander on turn 2 in a game that he labeled casual, or they labeled casual. So it's understandable.
Here's the thing: is we can't read, and we didn't even know it was casual.
I choose not to read. It's not that I can't. I just willfully ignore shit.
You're just anti-academic.
I am anti everything. You name a thing, I'm anti it, except for being anti stuff.
Pooping in the morning.
Anti that shit. Leave me in the afternoon to drop a deuce, baby.
Having midday snack.
Oh, way against that, bro. I wake up at 2 a.m. to eat peanut butter.
Okay. Planting a small buoyant water garden in the middle of a lake.
Super against those, but I do keep them in terrariums in my house.
Oh, okay, good.
Don't like this.
Oh no.
Islands you control.
Who did that?
Jank did. At 3 islands.
All right, we need to keep an eye on that.
What chat?
You should scoop.
Now that so now we're at the people who like to watch gameplay stuff. You know, we talked about stuff and people hung out for the topics and the weird bits, and we're at the gameplay people. So, question. What commander do we build next? Ovika has been really fun, and I kind of like us on the channel having like a commander deck that Jake and I together plus y'all as the community are working on all at once, and we do that over a couple of weeks and then swap to a new commander. I kind of like that idea. So what commander's next, Jake? And this question's to you as well. Do you have a commander like this where you're like, it's ridiculous, it's silly, it's powerful, whatever, that you would want to do this kind of same thing?
Child of Alara.
Oh, yeah. But that's your deck. I'm talking about one that we can kind of build together as a commune.
I mean, we could build Child of Alara as the community too. We could build the decks that I'm focused on right now. Right now are Ovika.
I should have countered that. I'm not paying attention. They played clone. I thought. Oh, it doesn't have to target. I thought that it wasn't going to be able to target Ovika but it doesn't have to target. Okay, so now we got to draw a kill spell for that thing. Wah, wah. We did the thing. We pulled off the thing.
Well, no, now we have to win.
Yeah, no. All we really need is just draw one of these draw spells or draw one of these tutor spells and we're good.
Oh, Blue Sun Zenith would be an amazing pull right now.
Oh my god, yes.
All right, let's see what Sean's coming up with over here.
Craft our perfect hand and say go.
All right, playing their commander.
Agar. Somebody saying, oh, Agar the Freezing Flame, that giant one. That's pretty funny.
Jinx is gonna need a miracle against the mana going on over at Jajam. We'll see. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked on Chiromonix the rat. Even though it might not be the best rat commander, I want to try it anyway.
That time it was heads. Proving again that those coin flips truly can be 50-50. Look at that.
That seems like a good one.
Yeah. We're just gonna go Island Crypt. Cast Ristic. Gives us 3 goblins.
Which are good. I imagine we try to kill Super Sherm with commander damage, right?
Yeah, but
are they going to trade?
Oh, 100% they are.
All right, so let's maybe spread the love.
Yeah, definitely should have countered their Ovika. It is what it is, and that's all that it is.
You think next Kiki Jiki says next build Abzan to balance things? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that could be fun. That could be fun. I think
Zach says just go into that Ovika.
Yeah, I think
There's no
we
fear
do.
in this dojo.
I think we do. We just swing into the Ovika. It's like we can recast so easy. Seething Song it up. Basically, we're just like, all right, you want to keep an Ovika? Take this. Okay. Hell yeah.
I don't even think you need to use the Seething Song. Do you?
Not right now. They just took it.
Oh, they took it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okie dokie, artichoke.
Abzan colors would be fun. After all these rocks, I don't know if I want to play a deck with green, but if we just go black-white, we'll probably have to have rocks anyway, so. What are commanders that are like 7 mana plus? Let's play something. Maybe this series will be huge commanders. Serious question. Why not cast Song and counter it with Swan on the end step? Just because I don't want to burn Swan like that. We've got this in hand. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jank is popping off over here.
I mean, it would be 6 more power to just be throwing at anybody. So I see kind of where you're coming from.
With what?
It would leave us a Fierce Guardianship and a counterspell to protect our board state. He's talking about this. I'm just discussing the Seething Song, Swan Song play. Yeah, seeing the pros and cons of that.
Draw a card off of. Oh my God.
Now we're talking.
Now is what we're talking
now
about.
There is more merit to the play that you were talking about.
Yeah, we're going to let Jank have the Nyx Lotus. I don't really care about it. We'll counter what they cast. Right. Now we're into the territory of cast a thing, counter our own thing, create.
This commander might have some legs, bro.
Don't do that.
It sure as shit has arms.
We just had. Okay. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with this shit.
Hey, are you getting any of that Vraska weed killer?
Death Touch. Try new Death Touch. It kills crabgrass.
I'm gonna get the Lovesac, and I may get some of the Hot Pockets for nostalgia, but I will definitely be picking up some of the Vraska weed killer, the hot sauce. I can't afford the Karn car.
I've got a notification for local Carmaxes for a Karn.
If one of them does show up, and then I will be smoking some of that Mind Sculptor Wana with Jace on it.
Look at this. Super Sherm.
Dovin paper.
Super Sherm must be about to try and resolve a
damnation or something.
Damnation, yeah. But they're swinging at Jane.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Look at this. They're
going at Jane.
They're not even swinging back at us. Oh, dude,
that's
Zach.
all right.
Zach, I'm all in on Dovin paper. That's all I'm buying from now on.
Study like Dovin, baby.
Oxford. Study like Dovin. I love how little it means.
Yeah, Jake is going, dang, what I do.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I think it's because you have a masterpiece, bro.
Yeah, it's the masterpiece Vidalkin.
That would be shackling.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, so, and you have to target it, right? Yeah.
I was not really thinking that our board state is that intimidating, so I understand him going at Jake.
Super Sherm played a land, I think. Maybe missed their land drop. 6 cards in hand. Cloned our Ovika. Swung that at somebody else. Stayed untapped, said pass. What is going on?
It's just getting wild, man.
What's happening? They didn't want to. They're playing around Rhystic Study. Maybe this is a 5-head play here.
I mean, here's the thing. Once you resolve that impact tremors, this game is all but over. That impact tremors, it's like,
dude, if we can draw a 5 cost,
oh man,
a 4 or 5 cost draw spell, go impact tremors into that. Oh, mercy God. Mercious Lord.
Well, we can get a second blue source here, which is good. I mean, we have the treasure tokens, so it's not like it really matters, but
sure. Oh, you're right. And I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. We're letting everybody cast all this stuff. We're just playing around stuff that's going to directly interfere with our game plan. This is not.
I mean, there's something there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a flyer, but there's a metal worker.
Oh, metal worker.
Okay, so
that's good.
This feels combo-y.
Yeah.
Should we swan song the metal worker?
I don't think so.
No, this feels very scary, dude.
Well, let's just see.
Let's just see what.
Well, I don't think he has anything to do after that, because it's going to have summoning sickness.
Absolutely, but are we going to win this turn?
I mean, we could use the counter spell if you want. I like keeping the swan song.
Over the heart, this counter anything? Oh, I can't even counter this with the swan song right now. I thought it was artifact or enchantment. It's enchantment, instant, or sorcery. I'm countering this. I just don't want to deal with it. We'll get 2 goblins.
That's good.
We're just trying to create. We're just trying to counter. We're just trying to create goblin tokens. Metalworkers never led to fair things.
No, Metalworker is very good.
Yeah, look. Sean said fistful of doom if I make it to my turn.
Yeah, Metalworker is a really good card. So.
No way, Jose. Can't allow it. Won't allow it. We're not doing anything EOT. No. Okay.
All right.
I mean,
Let's get those.
Ovika's going to
tremors out
eliminate Sherm this turn because we've got Swang Song and Fierce Guardianship. Impact Tremors rest of the way.
Yeah, I think we just tremors, see what we draw. What do we draw?
Sean said smart play, can't let that resolve. What do we draw?
Oh, we haven't draw.
No,
Yeah.
no, not yet. Heads again. Mana Crypt, MVP against our life total. We'll end up cycling that probably. Okay, let's Mesa. Use Mesa. Yes, our mana is killing us, Jank. That is the plan right now. Is we lose.
True.
We lose to our Mana Crypt.
D Hammer says I think Sherm is going to try to resolve Aetherize. Possibly so.
Not gonna
But
work.
We'll make sure it doesn't happen. All right, yeah, let's get the volcanic. That seems good.
Why not? Right.
All right, well, let's get out that pesky little impact for a single red mana, which is amazing. God, the medallion is so good, bro.
Medallion.
What do we do here? Team at
Milk and cheese.
like Sherm?
No, Ovika's all we need to go at Super Sherm because we'll just counter whatever their trick is and we win. We beat them with commander damage.
Haven't we only done 12?
18.
Oh, we've done 18. Oh, okay, got it. Well, I think we should probably send our Gabo army at maybe Sean.
Yeah, let's see where we're at here. I think we cycle Lonely Sandbar. Just go ahead and do it now.
Oh, Sean says check your DMs, Jake, if you want to see how good the counter spell was. Platinum Pyrian Steel. Okay. Oh my god.
Don't read them out loud.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh my god, dude. We just drew Sunbird's Invocation.
Welp, that seems like where we go.
Yeah, and it only costs 5 to play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it.
Okay.
Ovika going off in a big way.
Well, cycling the Lonely Sandbar turned out to be a pretty good play.
And we have the tremors, right?
6.
Oh god.
6 triggers off of the Sunbirds.
Shenanigans. Jake says gross. Yeah. Metapod.
Yeah, seriously, harden.
Seething Song now? I mean, have we swung yet? We haven't, right?
No.
Is it possible if we Seething Song that we get enough damage on board to close the game? I don't think so, right?
Well, no, especially because they've got a trick here. There's no way that this person is just like... No. We're going hard here, but we're just going super sure.
And where do you want to send the team?
Yeah, let me... Don't attack. Let me just go attack with all milk and cheese. So we pull this back and we send this at Super Sherm. Yeah.
I don't care about Dockside dying either.
No, that's fine.
Dockside is just an extra point of damage.
We fly.
What a freaking deck, dude. You don't even need creatures in here. That's what's cool. Like, we have Dockside, but it's super creature-like.
Well, utility, right. Utility creatures are different.
Yeah. If we had a Eldrazi Monument or a coat of arms on the battlefield, holy shit, bro.
Yeah, the cycle into coat of arms there would have been pretty sweet because we would have gotten 5 more hasters and then obviously everything else. We would have had 10 on the battlefield. They all would have gotten what, +9/+9? Is that how that works?
Milk and Cheese is being attacked by 15 cards. 3 words, extra combat steps. Possibly so.
Oh yeah, because that also would create hasty token attackers.
Yeah.
Okay, Super Sherm. What's the trick here? Ovika is now the strongest goblin commander, correct?
Buzz says Coat of Arms isn't in the deck, but sure could be added. Yeah, I mean, if we know what all the tokens are, if we know that we're going to consistently have tokens, then yeah. I mean, if they're all going to check each other,
Bro,
seems
Super
like an
Sherm
easy
just
inclusion.
took lethal commander down. That's okay. They must not have known what was going on.
They're dead.
Yeah, they're dead. They died with 4 mana untapped. I don't know what all that was.
I mean, we had a very powerful hand back to back. It wasn't a turn 2
Sure.
Ovika, but it was a turn 3.
For sure.
We'll see where it goes, though.
Yep. Yeah, they must
Zach
have had
G
all
says they
lands.
had
Yeah.
Handful of lands,
Something.
possibly so. Castle Embereth is a no doubt add.
Oh,
Pump the squad's
baby.
power on a land.
Yeah, anything that's got battle cry, what is it, contested war zone or something? That would be
Yeah.
a nice little game-winning land drop. If I'm thinking about the right one, whatever's going to give stuff battle cry, but also has other utility. We don't want to put battle cry in here just to have battle cry.
Arcane adaptation. Yeah. That's a good one. Honestly, though, I think this deck is probably pretty close to where I would want it to be. Like,
Yeah, I
this
mean,
seems,
it's basically a
seems like where it
CEDH
should be.
light, because the CEDH, the light
Yeah.
part of it being a CDH deck is that the commander is not good in CDH terms, and you we don't have any other winning combos in here that you could play in blue and red, but you could add those. I
Oh,
don't know, it
Buzz,
seems
I
like
would change it such a small percent. It would be such a small change. It would be like Coat of Arms and a couple other cards, if anything. Like, this is exactly where I'd want this to be. Lots of mana rocks, early Ovika opportunity. Like, it's a sexy deck. I really do like it. I like decks that don't have to rely on creatures. You know, that's one of the things that I say all the time. If everything is in the commander, built in the commander that you need to win, it's great. I mean, it's right here. It's like all of the additional value that we get off of just casting stuff once the commander's on the board. It's fun. It's cool. BuzzFuzz, did you share the list anywhere? We could get the list in the description.
When ETBs return up to another target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand, he's definitely got the mana to get around the
Let's see what Jank does here.
I mean,
we got Jank and Sean here. The game is not over.
We can't counter a creature currently. We may be able to offer a 6-study draw. But we currently are unable to... Oh, they paid. Jank. Did he pay?
Yeah, I would
Oh,
run like
he
a
paid.
Blue Sun. I don't know if Blue Suns is in here, but like Blue Sun is obviously amazing because being able to refill your hand is going to be a big deal. Yeah, I get Goblin Swarms for doing things. I'm pretty sure Blue Suns is in here though.
Yeah, Jank, if you would go ahead and bounce Dockside back to my hand, that'd be great.
I hate Blue Suns. Get it out of here. Yeah, I mean, there's other stuff that's good. You know, Pull from Tomorrow. Mind Spring is fine.
Jank said, fuck, it's only creature planeswalker. LOL. Oh, he's just bouncing the Fibblethip now. It's funny, I just call Fibblethip Jank. Yeah, I think Jank's having a weird game over here.
If it gets back to us, I think we probably just win.
Yeah, I think we do too. Especially if we can draw something clutch. And this is, I mean,
Any big mana spell that's
Ristic
going to
just
create
let
haste,
us-
boys.
lets us keep drawing our cards. It's so good. Honestly,
Has
if we can
anybody
just,
played Ristic Study? This card seems strong.
Yeah, this is kind of a sleeper. Look, it's a common.
Yeah, sleeper.
So What we really need to do is draw 5 mana sorcery. Any 5 mana sorcery. Or
Yeah,
instant.
Sunbirds
I don't
is
care.
great.
I
It's
just want to
great.
cast a 5 mana CMC card with Sunbird's Invocation on the battlefield. I'm completely tapped on creature line, Jank.
Look at that Ovika just staying on the battlefield the whole game.
Well, it's turn
This-
6.
Ovika has like anti-sacrifice built into it too. It's just nutty. Because of the go wide.
Those pesky goblins with that damn smile. It was that
They're
damn
beautiful.
smile that did it.
Oh, are they Phyrexian goblins? So regular goblins won't count. You have to have Phyrexian ones. Boo. Can't use my old goblins from throughout the ages.
Create what X 1/1 red Phyrexian goblin creature tokens. Played a Urza Saga over there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it CMC or mana value? Because if it's mana value, the next spells are bonkers. Oh yeah. X is the mana value of that spell. CMC I think is counts X as well. No, never mind. Never mind.
No worries.
Oh, you're talking about Sunbirds? Spells mana value. Yeah, so if we could draw an X spell right now, that would be game probably. Unless someone can counter it. Steal Hellkite. They're tapped out, so I get to draw a card here. That's just a big old flying Hellkite.
That is a big old flying Hellkite. You are right. You are correct about that.
Skull Clamp! Oh my god. Oh sweet lord.
Oh jeez. Seems like it plays well.
Yeah. That's a good one in this deck.
Ooh, Fervor would be good. Does Fervor give an anthem or is it just haste? I don't think we need it because if it's just haste,
They
but if
all
it gave
get
like +2/+2,
these
that'd be
get
good.
haste. They get haste off of Ovika.
No, they already have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need it. Don't need it.
It's good though.
No, Fervor's great,
I
but
play it in
this
my,
deck just doesn't need it.
My Naya Goad deck. Why can't I remember the name of that commander right now? Heads. It's been heads the last 3 times. Okay, so that's not the card we wanted to see there. But we can play Tarn. Go get a Shock.
Think how much worse that clamp would be with Coat of Arms. I mean, right now that clamp is win more. But you are right.
Oh, Sunbirds is triggering off of the one cost Skull Clamp. That's what I'm going for, Jank. I don't know if you can hear me, but we're going for the win here. We just got to draw some cards, draw some big thing. What's the top card of our library? If we don't like it, we can Scalding Tarn before we connect the Skull Clamp to something. Cast it without doing its mana cost? No. Alright, let's go ahead and shuffle before we draw 2.
This is... We have a
Activates an
degenerate
ability of
board state.
Mirage Mirror targeting Rhystic Study. Interesting. Alright. I don't hate it. Okay, we know what's on top, so we're gonna go ahead and Tarn. Take more damage.
This actually says use Seething Sun and draw half your deck. Can we?
We are going to... We're just going to go ahead and Steam Vents and shock it in just to play the... We're going to win this turn game.
Okay.
We have 1 mana left over from that, so we're killing this one that it brought in for luck. It dies instantly. We draw 2. Damn. We already played land
Quantum
this turn.
says 22 damage from your own lands and artifacts. Wild. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, let's get Seething. This will trigger Sunbirds.
That is some stuff.
Nope, not paying 1. Draw away, Jenkinstein. Ovika. Here come the Tremors.
If you want, I guess just go ahead and
Here come Sunbirds. Sure, we'll cast that for free. Trigger Ovika again. Jen gets to draw another card. I apparently have to click it twice right now. They really want me to be sure.
just be sure.
Here comes Ovika with 2 more goblins. That deals 2 more damage. Impact Tremors really is dumb in this deck because they all deal damage when they come in and then they swing with haste.
It's a baby Perforos. Yeah.
Stupid. All right, so now we just connect Skull Clamp to goblins until we draw.
I think so, yeah.
Until we draw something ridiculous. This is our oh my god, dude. I'm like drawing all the lowest possible mana shit. Here we go. Poor me, right?
Poor you. I mean, you could just probably do it. Just power out all these little baby artifacts.
Does this... No, Stormcount Artist doesn't count, does it? No.
No, but it... Yeah. If you did the boots, the Power Stone, you probably get there. You could do the Vault, and the Vault is going to give you mana as well.
Yeah, might as well, right?
Yep.
This is any spell, right? Oh, yeah. Sunbirds.
Yeah.
No. No, I'm sure. This is how we tear it down.
This deck is called Ovika Solitaire.
Livin' Ovika Loca. Do we reveal a 1 mana card? Jank is going to eventually draw Force of Will.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn, Thought Vessel. All these mana rocks in this deck.
Yeah.
I mean, at this
Gotta
point,
have them.
we just got to deal 14 more. So
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, see, we're not quite there.
Can you get the artist out?
Oh, yeah,
He's
I've
going
got
to create treasure whenever he
definitely going to be doing that.
only needs 3.
Yeah, I know. Dootski.
Jank is getting some cards. Jank's sitting on 10 cards over there. Sean being a good sport, just sitting here while a long turn happens.
I think at this point we've got 2 good sports in chat. They are just hanging and watching this Ovika go down. All right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Talisman, I guess.
Can I cast either side? No. Just because it's less. Yeah, I guess we go Talisman here because it's mana and more goblins.
I mean, here's the thing, and I know that this is kind of low impact, but the amount of residual goblins that we're getting just from casting our mana rocks after having Ovika out there.
100%. We're definitely winning this turn.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just saying it is nice how not only instants and sorceries, but non-creature spells pair with the general. It's really nice, yeah. Jank says we dead yet. We're getting there. We probably do need to just swing, and that'll do it.
Well, what we need to do first is create as many possible goblins as we can.
Okay, deal. And if people die along the way, then that's part of the experience.
It's part of the charm. Part of the charm.
Oh, geez, you could get the Swiftfoot boots on our friend there.
Oh yeah, that's definitely happening. First thing we're doing though is killing a goblin. We need an instant or sorcery, so we can trigger our Storm Kiln. Storm Kiln.
What does it do?
Makes a treasure every time we cast an instant or sorcery. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, that is a crazy, crazy board.
Where's Jank? God. It's just land all the way down. Well, we got one more mana to... Let's go clamp it up.
All right, I guess just play the mana rocks and the boots.
We're still not out of this.
Yeah, San Fran, exactly. There we go. There's something to do.
Mystic Remora coming in so fucking late. I don't know why we need this at this point, but sure, Sunbirds. What's on top? Show us. Jenkinstein up to 11 cards. No, we're not paying. No, we're definitely not paying.
Everybody, if you're enjoying this absolute stomping of Ovika, make sure to click like and subscribe. Could we have won by now? Yes, probably so.
We got to play it out. We're running out of mana here. We're getting real close.
Cast that thing. Cast that Star Storm.
It's a fucking mana geyser. Holy shit. That's what we fucking needed. Red, and 2 for geyser.
There we go. Good game.
That's what we were looking for.
Good game.
Sunbirds.
Rift would be a good meme right now. Yes. That is game. 100%. Soren says, gotta go to work. Have a good one all. Soren, thanks for hanging out in your morning over there.
Have a good day at work. 5 will do it.
Yeah, Jank, we were just trying to do it without swinging, I think.
Yeah. It's definitely overkill.
Zach says, Jank, counter that. John says, okay, unmuted. Yeah, Sunbird good there. Very good.
Yeah, that puts us back into a space where we... Oh, look, solve the equation.
No, gilded. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to go gilded. I want to go... Well, fuck it. Gilded will win the game.
Yeah. Lots of mana rocks.
Look at our hand.
It's not exactly the most impressive hand. It's a bunch of lands, a Swiftfoot boots, and a Fierce Guardianship and Swan Song.
Yeah, now even if we didn't already have it, now we're in a place where basically our cycles have reset with the mana geyser, where we're paying mana one at a time to equip the hook. There goes Jank.
Jake says, thank the heavens for this merciful.
All right. Well, that worked. That one,
that was a nice one to end it. That was fun.
That is how that deck works. All right, chat. 3.5 hour stream. It's almost 1 a.m. on the East Coast, so I'm going to call it quits.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
That was turn 7.
There's definitely a couple things that are going to be cut from this stream. If you did not see it earlier, there was a major product leak of different MTG crossovers that we started the stream off with. We did a tier list of Magic the Gathering crossover products, so go check that out. Richie with the $5 super chat, and we have a little lemon and a lime, and they're marching, doing a little musical stuff. We had some amazing crazy super chats. We had a $100 super chat tonight. Thank you so much to Travis. I think Travis is still hanging out. But
Jake,
what a night.
I'm sorry. I hope I didn't actually piss you off, man. I'm sorry. No. Jank said thanks for dragging that the fuck out. I'm hoping that I didn't actually piss Jank off because
he's just joking.
There we go. Cracking
Jank on your 30-minute turn. Jake is just sitting there going, you know, guys, I joined this game so that you could test Ovika,
seriously,
not cast every single spell off the top of your deck.
Punching me into a bloody pulp. No, we're not sponsored by Polar Noy LaCroix. I was just sharing what fizzy waters I drank during the stream tonight. I like to recap. I had a pure LaCroix, which is no flavor, because I'm a 30-year-old man.
What?
Because I'm a 60-year-old man, and then Polar Orange Vanilla because it's my wife's favorite and it's become one of my favorites as well. Holy shit, Zach G with the gifted 20? Good
Zach,
lord,
thank
bro!
you so much,
everybody.
For
if
all
you
the people who stayed to the end, let's go.
Yeah, seriously, hell yeah. Survive.
Lots of usuals getting some gifted memberships.
Yeah,
That's
loving
sick.
that. Loving that. Yo, if you get a gifted membership from the Zachest of G's, make sure that you say thank you. Because that's fucking sick. Zach, thank you, man.
This was a really fun stream. If you enjoyed it, we might have another.
I think I laughed harder than I've laughed seriously in so long. I don't know what tickled me so fucking hard about
the Dovin paper.
Dude,
you really like the Dovin paper.
Study like Dovin punched me squarely in the funny bone.
Well, I'm happy that gave you a good laugh, man. That brings me joy too. No, this was a good time. If you did enjoy the stream and you're not subscribed, consider giving us a sub. We've got a big, crazy video coming out that's going to be a big departure from anything that you've seen over here in a long time. So make sure that you check that out.
Never done a video like this.
Honestly, we got a video coming out unlike anything you've ever seen. Big props to Joel.
It's coming out Monday.
This one.
It's coming out Monday. I'm committing to that. We're going to have it out Monday. It's almost done.
Yeah, so it looks really good. It's going to be a fun time.
It's taken me 3 months. It's taken me 3 months, chat. It's
from when you first started investigating to putting it together to cutting it, filming it, all that.
The whole 9 yards, and you'll see what we're talking about. But yeah, this was a great stream. I'm going to return this deck. Chat, thank you so much.
Jake, thanks for being a good sport, man.
Zach, I'm sorry we're leaving right while your 20 gifted is on the whole.
Well, we'll be back. We'll be back in a week to see all those subs.
Yeah, I know. It's just this little countdowner thing. I'm talking about the green countdowner thing at the top of the chat.
Oh, I see.
It goes away. But it is what it is. Love you all. Good night. Ending the stream now. Love you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Good night.
All right.